Welcome to the classiest place on earth. The sun is out and it's fucking bright. I hope you're all doing well. Apologize for being a few minutes late. I have like 3 outfits total and I had to wash clothes. What the fuck? Potato? What? Potato. Potato. Yeah? Potato. Exactly. Potato. Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Saturday. Is it Saturday? I don't know what fucking day it is anymore. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I have to change this music. I need more energy than this. I slept like too good last night, and I think I'm just tired. I need to wake up. Good morning, you wacky fucks. I hope you're all doing fucking well. It's a day. It's a Saturday, right? Yeah, it's a day. You're still really sick. The fuck? Like the same level of feeling like shit? It might be time to go see a doctor or something. Like, I'm not, you know me, I'm not the first to say go see a doctor, but like, how long have you been sick? That's a long time to be sick, man. Might be time for antibiotic. 2 days. Feeling like just like 100% total shit. Boo. Do you feel like you have a fever? That sucks. Being sick is the shit. It's the time of year, man. I swear to God, I blame it on kids because it is, and they're gross. Kids go to school, they become a petri dish, they come home, they cough on their parents, and then we all have to go interact with their parents. And then we get sick with the gross child petri dish nonsense. It's every year. Everyone, man. Fever's down? Okay, good. That's a good sign then. If your fever's going down, that's a really, really good sign because that means you're actually fighting it. But if you maintain like the same fever for over 48 hours, probably time to go see a doc or something like that. Yeah, that's a long time. Good morning, reasonable. How are you? I hope you're all doing well. I had something I was going to tell you guys and it's gone now. I don't know. It died. My brain died this morning. What was it? Fuck. Fucking kids. I know. Um I mean, I've completely spaced. My brain is totally a space cadet right now. I don't remember what I was gonna tell you, but, I do wanna play that game today. I need to distract my brain a little bit with something just, like, unconditionally distracting. I don't know, and that game looked really distracting. Gluttony bought it for me a while ago. It's a spooky game. I know it's the last day isn't it the last it's the last day of September today, right? 30 days have September, April, June, and November. Yeah, 30 days. So today's the last fruit fly. Where are they coming from? I don't even have fruit in my house. Down to 98.5. Good. That's still a high fever for us. I totally get that. I'm a cold person too. Do you run low? I run like 96 is about like 96.4 is my normal temperature. And I always have to tell doctors that because they'll take my temp and they're like, oh, it's 99. You're fine. I'm like, no, that's a fever. That's hot for me. I don't, Yeah, that's hot. That's really hot for me. I totally get that. I'm glad your fever's going down though. Make sure to drink lots of water, and if you can, get like Pedialyte or something in yourself. I know that sounds so stupid, but Pedialyte's legit. Like Gatorade, Pedialyte, Powerade. If you don't like those, you can try to get you can get like powdered electrolytes to put in a beverage or something like that. But the electrolytes are really important. The problem with being sick is a lot of the time you lose your appetite. And if you don't consume any electrolytes or salt, it's what the plants crave, then your body just strictly does not hold on to any of the water you're drinking. So your body will just, I mean, I'm sure you've had days like that where you drink water and you're peeing it out as fast as you're drinking it. It's because you have no salt in your body to help your cells hold it. It's really complicated. I don't want to fucking blow your brain up first thing in the morning. It's all about the cell. Intracellular and extracellular like balance is so important. Last November I had 102. I don't know how hot my worst fever was. Like it was I got swine flu my first year. Like my first year ever actually with patients doing clinicals was the year that swine flu like killed everybody and went fucking rampant. And I got swine I got it, but like I've never been like sick before ever in my life. Like I've been in the hospital for injuries and shit like that, but I've never been sick. And so I was just like, doing what you do, staying home from work, laying on the couch, sweating myself stupid. But I think I've told you guys this. I remember very clearly hallucinating tea coming out of my watch at like a really fast pace. It was so, and that was, I think that was me trying to logic the puddle of sweat I was laying in, like a puddle. It was wild, but I don't know how hot I got because I was an idiot and didn't go to the doctor. We used to run 99.7, but after legit dying of hypothermia, we're down to 97.5. You're literally like from hypothermia, your homeostatic temperature changed. That's fascinating. Dropping with a question. What's your question? Dude, Zoe, the thunder, that's exact so that view actually was really fucking cool. I didn't see that view of Thunderdome because I was on top of the dome. Like, I don't know, I can't remember. I watched the video literally right before we went live, so I can't remember if you could actually see the scaffolding, but it literally has a steel wire dome over it, steel pipe dome over it that's very tall, like two-story house tall, and I was on the top of it because, safety third. Safi, my love, how are you doing? How are you feeling? 29 years and 7 months ago, my grandmother was buried in Kilmarnock, VA. Tomorrow, due to my business trip in Richmond, VA, I will take the opportunity to visit this grave since we had the funeral service in January 30th of 1994. Other than bringing flowers and taking pictures of the headstone, what should I bring and what should I do once I get there? Whatever feels right to you. Whatever feels right to you. Um, Speaking, like, technically, a lot of, graveyards or, proprietors of graveyards, they don't like you to bring real flowers and leave them because they have to clean it up, it's like litter. So, a lot of places will like, for instance, there was a graveyard really close to me in Baltimore that my ex's, grandparents were buried at, and they actually had a shed in the area of this enormous graveyard where there was just tons, like literally hundreds of vases that the proprietors of the graveyard had gone around and picked up and cleaned up and put in the shed. And so every time people go there, bring flowers, go get a vase out of that shed, put it there, and then we're not like adding more vases. But think about something like that. Think about something like if you want to leave something, think of something that doesn't, litter, something that stays. Like I know a lot of people, I think it's a Jewish tradition, but they'll leave a rock, a stone. They'll find a beautiful stone on their walk to the gravestone they're looking at, and then they'll leave a beautiful stone or something like that. But really, it's whatever the fuck feels right to you. There's no wrong way to mourn or to celebrate someone who lived. Hypothermia made us cold blooded now. That is so weird. We legit can't regulate our body temp that well. So we overheat and freeze really easily. I do too, and I've been told it's like a symptom of fibromyalgia or something, queen freak. I'm very similar that way. I can't maintain my own body temperature at all. I'm either cold or hot all the time. It's very annoying. I don't have fibromyalgia, but I've been told that. All your beautiful souls are stardust dancing under the midnight moon. How are you, Timon? I hope you're doing well. I sent you some more pics on Twitter from our account that shows the dome better. Oh, fuck yes. I'm gonna have to pull it up. Hold on. It hurts. Waiting for the doctor to call back and try to get some Valium or paracetamol or codeine. You need something. Paracetamol, I mean, it's a cute idea, but, like, some codeine or something, seriously, you know better than anybody. Any torso injury, the only way it heals is if you stop moving, and when you're in pain, you're constantly, like, clenching and cringing down and shit like that. Yeah, they have to know better. They have to give you something because that's crazy. Oh, I know you can't mention all of your content channels on Twitch, but what's the best way to support you and find the other content that you create? Honestly, I've been trying to figure out how to do that myself. I think I need to make a link tree. I've never thought to have to do something like that before, but because Twitter's dying and, like, people are kind of everywhere, like, I don't know where to post anymore. So, my sexualization of canned goods is I'm assuming is what you're talking about. I think I just need to make a link tree or something, honestly. I've never thought I'd have to do something like that because honestly, it was always just, like, Twitter. Like, just post on Twitter because that's the only thing there ever was. Everybody's on Twitter, but now it's like it's a split pie. I don't know where everybody is anymore, and it sucks. But yeah, I think I need to make a link tree. My sexual soup. I love my sexual soup. Soup is delicious. We support good cans here. Yes. The term only cans asterisk is blocked to protect people. In case anyone's wondering, if you say OF, the full word, or you type it, it'll be like purged. It's just because Twitch is owned by Amazon and Amazon is anti-fun. Anti-fun in every way, shape, or form. They hate weed. They hate porn. They hate everything. I don't know. Amazon is just an asshole. So, um, we purged the word. So if anybody who has sexualization of canned goods here and they talk about it, then Twitch can't track them. If we purge it from chat, then it's not there anymore. It's a way of protecting people, honestly. It's nothing else. I love porn. I'm very pro porn. Sex work is the shit. It's the oldest fucking thing in the world. Like, come on. Link trees are good. Good morning, Vex. I know. Fucking Puritans. That's the word, yeah. Purge me harder, mommy. I know. They just want to purge us so hard. It's so stupid. I do have an OnlyCans. Yeah, I've had one for years. Someone called their TikTok channel an OnlyPans, and it's about cooking. That's pretty clever. Honestly, that's pretty clever. And Linktree would give us something to link to so people can find the OnlyCans and everything else. Like, that's the, I don't know. I feel like it was really, I was lazy. I was really depending on Twitter not taking a shit stank and just surviving and being the place where I can just, like, mass post. But I think I need to make a Linktree, which sucks. But at least then, yeah, at least then we can post all the links and not worry about Twitch coming down on us because I have a vagina. All right. No one smited me. We're good. But they hate the idea. I know, Queen, don't freak out. It's fine. I know. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. I know. I know that we've all been sitting in this wonderful fantasy world that Katie looks like a Barbie doll underneath everything. But I'm here to inform you, I do have nipples and a pussy. But the world, for some reason, hates that. Yep, I think a link tree is just necessary now. I've been thinking about it a lot. Actually, Rod's the one that gave me the idea because that's what Kin does now. Kin's actually, you guys know my girl Continue. She got I think it was a 24-hour ban on Twitch because someone claimed she was soliciting on her Twitch channel. A week! A week! No one looked into it. No research done. She didn't, though. She literally didn't. But no one cares. It's so fucked up how all that works out. It's so stupid. Oh my god, Silver's End, that's clever. There's a streamer who created an OnlyFriends, but it's just pictures of oscillating room fans. Fuck, that's beautiful. Yeah, we have an info channel in the Discord, but even Discord, like, Discord's down half the time, and some people are so mad at it they don't even use it anymore, so I think Linktree is just... I used to fucking hate Linktree. The online safety bill, what is that? Human bodies, I know. The dirty, dark skin. The female nipple is the most offensive thing in the human existence. It really is. It's so bizarre. It's the food for babies, but, like, sure. What's worse is you have the devil's nipples. I do. I have female presenting nipples. No smiting. Okay, we're still good. I know. It's crazy. What does that even mean, devil's nipples? The devil's nipples, because they're female presenting nipples. I could totally go shirtless right now if I had male presenting nipples. That's what it is. My nipples are a bannable offense simply because I present as female. They're the devil's nipples. No shit. That's literally it. It's so ridiculous. Oh my god, dude. Magic Mistress, if you don't follow Sarah Silverman, Chronicle, you silly fuck. Thank you so much for... This has nothing to do with Sarah Silverman. First off, Chief Green, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving any swings for 43 fucking months in a row. Cheers. I have a bowl. I'm going to cheers you. Chronicle, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs in the chat, you psychos. Scythen, Reckless Snail, Show You Weenie, Arcane Oracle, and CW Hootie, use a butt wizard of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you. Sarah Silverman, she did like an experiment on Instagram, and it was so fucking funny. She would post like just a nipple, like a shot of a nipple on Instagram, and wait to see if Instagram would ban it or not, and then she would reveal whether or not it was a female or a male nipple. It was fucking hilarious. It was so funny because they were wrong almost the whole time. No, Magic Mistress, you know what? It's a good thing you don't get it. If you think about it that way, it's probably a healthy thing that in your brain it doesn't make sense that my female presenting nipples are illegal and male presenting aren't. That's a good thing because it shouldn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to any of us. It's just the stupid rules of the internet. There's a fruit fly haunting me. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. Yeah. Oh my God, thank you. It's also September. Yes, this is the last day of September. No pressure, but use your primes and gift subs are 25% off. And you can also change, like, you can, okay, correct me if I'm wrong on this. You guys taught me this the other day. You can subscribe for up to 6 months in advance for 30% off, I think. Like the whole 6 months is 30% off. That's the best thing they've ever done, in my opinion, because that actually gives the person purchasing the fucking subs something. When do my nipples cross over from male presenting nipples to female presenting nipples? Zoe, use a bitch. They're now female presenting nipples. If you identify as a female, you have female presenting nipples. I think that's literally it. I don't think that I don't, you know what I'm saying? Imagine though, imagine Zoe, imagine if you posted your nipples and you got a like a message from Twitter or something that was like, "Dear Foehammer, have you begun HRT?" Like a fucking questionnaire. So fucking stupid. Oh God, it's stupid. It is. It is stupid. Bitch, Silver Zen, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an anus for 7 months in a row. I fucking appreciate you.
That's a long fucking time. Thank you, love.
Ooh, what color? How many accounts does she have to create to do that? I have no idea. It was incredible to watch. When I say female nipples are the most offensive things in human existence, I'm being sardonic because it's absolutely ridiculous. It is. If it doesn't make sense to you, that's a good sign. It means you have a good brain. Because nipples are nipples are nipples. Are nipples? Like they're nipples. I mean, I'm about a side boob or an under boob over a nipple any fucking day, but that's just me. Isn't Twitch like 13, 14 plus? What do you mean? Age? Like to watch Twitch? I think you can watch it, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Sheepy. Honestly, I don't know the exact specifics on it, but I think you can watch Twitch under the age of 13, but like, your parents have to, I don't know, like, you have to have parent, something. But like, I have the 18 plus censor on my channel because I say fuck or whatever. Lorelai, you generous fuck. Thank you so much for those biddies. Thank you. And fucking Chris Nick, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving Nana swings. Good fucking morning. I hope you're doing well. Is it 13? Are they really quiet? I'll turn them up. No, I had them way down yesterday because we were watching. We were watching something yesterday that was super quiet. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? It is, so you do have to be 13 or older. Awesome. I didn't know. I knew that there's that, the maturity filter. The void is stalking me over here. I know. I cuss. Don't tell anyone. Thank you for the hype train. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. Dude, my burning tan looks so bad. Like, taking OF pictures last night, I was like, do I have a weird wrinkle in my stomach? Oh no, that's a tan line. I have the weirdest tan lines on my stomach right now. They make it look like I kind of got a spray tanned ab or something. Like just one. From Burning Man. Yep. The last day. Like, I was so good about sunscreen the whole fucking time I was there. We caked. We had like spray sunscreen. We had the stuff. I had facial sunscreen. I had everything. And I think what happened was the last day we were there after the rain and everything. I was like the tallest person in camp. So I was helping everyone pull down the really tall shit. So I spent like 12 hours with my arms above my head like this in a sports bra. And normally when you're just like walking around, I think like your boobs and your upper body like shadow your stomach. But because I had my arms up for so long, my stomach got burnt. Like burnt. It peeled real bad for a few weeks. And it's still fairly red. Like it was, bud, you gotta go. I keep elbowing you in the face. I love you so much, but I don't want to knock your eyes out. I love you. Come here. Come here. Come here. I keep elbowing you right in your stupid little head. You're such a good boy. Thank you. Your butthole. Thank you. Thank you. He's such a sweet boy. He just wants to snuggle, but he sits right. He lays his head on my armrest, and then I just come down on him with my elbow, and I feel terrible. I don't want to elbow you, Bubba. We just needed a little snuggle real quick, I guess. That's okay. Logitestus, thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an angel its wings, and converting your Prime sub to a tier 1. I fucking appreciate you. Side note, don't forget your Prime subs, motherfuckers. Gotta get rid of these weird growths on my chest. I don't have nipples. I'm a dude, right? What nip? Thank you for licking up my boob sweat, bud. I was one of the few people that didn't realize there was a picture, that was a picture of Musk. Wait, what picture? What picture? What? Also, does anyone in Colorado Front Range area have good lead on a reasonably priced car? If anybody's in the Colorado Front Range area and you have a reasonably priced car, like under $5,000, I'm assuming, hit us up. I don't know what, like, reasonably, like, when I was a kid, you could get a car for $100,000, so I don't even know anymore. I'd imagine if someone asked for an OnlyFans from, like, the kid tries to ask a question but can't get out his words. Yeah. Yeah, dogs are a lot of work, man. Having the more room you have, the better, in my opinion. Must hide nipples. Nipples, you gotta hide them. They're secret. No one has them. Oh, the picture of him from the side wearing a cowboy hat. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah. Zoe, fuck yes. Wait, pictures of nipples or pictures of the dome? Wait, hold on. I don't know where our conversation went. A van for sale in Florida for $3,500. That's so far away though, Florida. I mean, I guess, but like driving there might cost the same. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, that's just kidding. I didn't see this one. That's Elon Musk. Wait, I didn't see that one.
Magnissimo, fuck if I know. 5 years, dude. What the fuck?
I hate that. Thank you so much for some of the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings.
For 60 fucking months. 5 years, the age of a kindergartner.
Jesus fuck, man. That makes me feel old. Thank you for the resub. I love you, Meg. Jesus fucking dicks. We're talking about how male nipples and female nipples are hated in the world. Secret nip nops to the tune of, oh my god, secret nip nops. Okay. Wait, so elongated muskrat with the backwards cowboy hat he's had for 10 years. Okay, hold on. I accidentally zoomed up in our DMs. I have to show you these. He claims that backwards cowboy hat is 10 years old. I know. Let's cheers. I can't. I know. Where's my vomit emoji? Creative, please.
That bitch, and when I mean bitch, I mean the most wonderful person in the world, ClassyKatie.
The amount of times in my life that I've like just been casually listening to my playlist and Grimes comes on, whom I very much enjoy their music. I think to myself, what? What was Grimes thinking? That is like a child's cowboy hat, right? That's like a child's hat. Kel, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy. I'm giving a fucking ace swings. God damn, I appreciate you. That's a long fucking time. Yeah, I think Magic Mistress, I think you're right. I think they had one publicly and then they had a couple secretly or something. They're all named like X and Titty Fuck or something. Okay. Y'all know I don't support making fun of someone for the way they look unless you're an absolute abhorrer to the human race. And right here is the literal definition of abhorrence. I think there's two secret babies in one. Yeah. Yeah, so no shit. It makes it even weirder, right, Creative? Like, they had their first baby, and then Musk started being more publicly idiotic, and then they went and had two more secret babies. But no shit, this fucker, correct me if I'm wrong, he has like 12 kids by different women. He literally thinks his job is to spread his seed. He said that out loud on the Rogan podcast. He's insane.
I've had to invent a new word to describe it. Shitmungus.
Yeah. This is, oh my God, Bezabelli. Can you guess? Because you'll know who it is. But that's fucking Elon Musk in his self-purported 10-year-old cowboy hat that is absolutely too small for his head. And literally backwards. Najee, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it for fucking 15 months in a row. I goddamn appreciate you. Thank you. Oh my God, he looks like Cartman pretending to be a cop. Respect my authority. This is fucking Musk. I know. I thought that's what you said, but then I was like, no, they were talking about something else. I know. Goes to show that this bitch is using just as much filters as everybody else. He posted a tweet saying his boots are 20 years old, his hat is 10 years old, and he owns a bunch of guns. I'm sorry. He posted a tweet saying his boots are 20 years old, his hat is 10 years old, and he owns a bunch of guns. And my favorite, he, quote, hip fired a 50 cal while walking and maybe has video of it somewhere. Right, this hat, maybe he stole it from a 10-year-old? I'd believe that. Good morning, Will. I'd fucking believe that. What is happening here? Good morning, Kendo. He has that look on his face like when your grandpa tries to understand some young kid's shit. Oh my God. It's just like, you shouldn't be able to be that rich. It shouldn't be possible. Taxes should take care of it. I don't know, dude. What the fuck, man? He's breeding, dude. Ugh. For the Rethuglican. Wait, the programmer from Grandma's Boy, like the one that thinks he's in the Matrix? Oh my God, what is his name? Oh fuck. I just spaced it. I love that movie so much. I watched that movie way too much. Oh my God, what is his... Fuck! How did they see me? Fuck! Oh my God. I hate this. Oh my God, I have to look it up. Hold on. It's like on the, it's right there. It's right here. I can see the main chick from Freaks and Geeks saying his name. It's something Cypher. Is it JP? Does he just go by JP? Shut up. He does. He just goes by JP. Fuck. I was really thinking it was going to be a name. It's JP. No, you're right. Oh my god, I love Sleep Token. Absolutely not Jill. I've been listening to Sleep Token for years. They're fantastic. Did you just find them? Oh, they're amazing. Good fucking call, Vex. That was gonna bug my brain. Yeah, JP. How did they see me? None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense to me. Like, make it make sense to me. Dude, they're great. I cheated. Oh my god, high score! What does that mean? Did I win? Fuck, I love that movie. Let's not forget, he came from a family that owned a blood emerald mine in South Africa. I don't think any of us will ever forget that this is a piece of shit, right? He's done nothing to deserve his money. He inherited everything, and he's just going about the world trying to be trying to gain notoriety or something with being fucking a blood money piece of shit, right? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but like, Kino, did you just get fucking smacked? Oh, I gotta give you a permit. Hold on, let me give you a permit. I got you, boo. 1 sec. There you go, B. It took a while for me to realize these self-described smart people might not be it. Me too. And it's sad because I feel like my parents didn't warn me about this shit, but they gave me the tools to deal with this stuff years and years and years ago. In that my dad told me this when I was a kid, my stepdad. I don't remember what it was. It was right after we got TV. Magnissimo, you generous fuck. Thank you so much for gifting us up to Kino Ghoul. Kino Ghoul, use a bow, wizard's eye, sword to go forth and be consensual in all the fucking ways. Because nothing is sexier. I appreciate you. I blanked. Damn it, my brain is tired today. Oh, my dad. My stepdad told me this. It was right after we got TV. We didn't have TV until I was like in high school because we lived in the middle of nowhere. And once we got TV, we were like obsessed with commercials for a while. Like to this day, out of nowhere, sometimes Zach will like come in the kitchen. I'll just look at him and go, "This Pine-Sol, baby," and he's like, "Okay," like it's a problem. But we would get obsessed with like toys and shit that were on commercials, and my dad would say, if it needs a commercial, it's probably shit. And that you can apply that to so many things in life. Another one I've applied it to is people that feel the need to wear shirts that like state who they are, blessed, etc. Like if you need to wear a billboard to make sure I know who you want me to know who you are, I'm going to run away because you're probably the opposite. Yeah. You can apply that to so much though. Like, we've talked about this before, but like the person in your friend group that's like, "Oh my god, I fucking hate drama. I just gotta like stay away from it. If they're a drama queen, I got nothing to do with that. It's like not my business. I just cannot stand drama." That is the drama. That person is the effervescent center of the universe drama. Run the fuck away. And that's just personal experience. Like, can't generalize, but in like over and over and over, it's proved right. Like, it's kind of a thing. And man, if you have to go around being like, "I'm the smartest man in the world, look at all my money." Maybe not, you know? Yeah, they're not doing okay. Yeah. Wisdom. It sucks, but it's so true. Like, the more you live, you do get smarter. It's right. It's facts. This shit is what I work from home is the best. No drama. I know. I do not miss having to deal with that one coworker that no one wants to work with, but everybody has to be nice to because they don't technically do anything wrong. They just are so annoying. I always find it hilarious they can almost guarantee that if a girl wears a small golden cross necklace, she's horny as fuck. She prefers it in the butt. Not just because it's the hole Jesus can't see. And there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah. I also have when a wall in someone's house has a wall with the words live. Oh, yep. Live, laugh, love, or what's oh my god, one that I have to laugh. I literally almost puke laugh every time I see it. It's the rose all day. Keep calm and carry on. Ugh. God. Knowledge is power. It's so true though. Experience is power, I would say. That was Leah. She could not lift her feet when she walked or talk quietly. And her main job was on the phone. Also loud talker. No. Mm-mm. Nope. I can't with that. We had loud talkers on night shift at the hospital. Get out. Get the fuck. Why are you on night shift? Why are you here? The people that like you're this far away from and they're like, hey, how are you today? And you're like, ah, there's 30 people sleeping that are dying. What are you doing? Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Where's the mousetrap? Put it on their face. Ah, why? Jesus Christ. Hold on. This is, I don't, this. Is that Elon Musk? This is his tweet word for word with those photos. Just for the record, my boots are 20 years old and my hat is 10. And I have an arsenal of weapons, most of which I bought in California before they changed the law to make it impossible to do so. I've hip fired a 50 cal while walking. Might have the video somewhere. I really hope this is the Halloween costume, right? Is he actually cosplaying? While you all had sex, I trained the sword. He's literally JP from Grandma's Boy. How can they see me? I know. Has he picked up the robot? That fucker has so much money. Man, dude. Cheers. Sorry, I don't think I've remembered to. Cheers to Cocky. Good morning, love. Cheers. What is happening? The owner of like the most infamous electric car company is trying to be a repub suck. What is going on? Make it make sense. None of it makes sense. Is he slightly smarter or is it like a different level of dumb, T? Sometimes I wonder, you know how there's like Albell, my love! Oh, I wish I still had your happy 420 on my board. My board's still not working. God damn it! Thank you so much for selling the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a fucking anus's wings. I love you, Al. Oh my god, what if this is to try to get Republicans to buy electric cars? That would be weird. I love you, Elle. I hope you're doing well, my love. To be fair, his cars are garbage. They have some of the worst quality control in the market. No shit. Oh my god, we were just. Oh god, was it DJ Wheat? One of Zach's buddies came to visit. He like, came to Colorado. Him and his wife came to Colorado for some reason. So we went out to get breakfast with them a while back. And they have a new electric car, and they were showing it to us, and it's not a Tesla. So he was telling us like the process of searching for an electric car, and DJ was like, "No shit, like Teslas are the worst." But the reason they're so prolific is, I guess, I don't know if they still do this. I think maybe the country went after Tesla for this, but they made it so like only Tesla cars could charge at their charging stations or something like that. It was so fucked up. Wait, why can't you shout out? I mean, it shouted out in a weird way. Please follow my friend Elbel. I'm going to shout out loud because the bot's being weird. Elbel's the tits. We rate her all the time. If you don't know who she is, what the fuck? I told a friend I tried to crochet her a dress by her wedding. She recently told me the wedding is the end of November. Cocky how? No. That's the one you were talking about like yesterday or the day before, right? How? No one could do that. No one.
That bitch, and when I mean bitch,
I
mean
love
the
you,
most
El.
wonderful person in
Dude,
the
this
world,
sweater.
ClassyKatie.
This is actually Zach's, but I've kind of accidentally stolen it, commandeered it, however you want to say. It's so warm. It's like this shit, this like fuzzy whatever all the way through it. And I'm obsessed. It's so fucking warm, but check it. I love it. It's really good. But here comes the caveat. So Zach got this. I don't even know how he got this. I've tried to find a duplicate of it simply because I want it so bad, and this is technically his. I just want it really bad because it's really warm. I'm so, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure this is a fucking Fortnite bear. Isn't this from Fortnite or some shit? Of which I have nothing against. I've just never played in my life. Yeah, I think it's a Fortnite jacket, which I've never played before, but this thing is so warm and it has deep pockets. It's the best. It's very nice. I know, this is the best part. And I cannot find it on the internet. Zach said he got it like literally he was like in a crowd or at a con or something and they were throwing them in the audience. That's how he got this jacket. I can't find a duplicate for it and I want one so bad. Mostly because it's got stains all over it. And I didn't make those stains. They have a tech and a charging system lead that is narrowing. The quality is going to have to catch up. I heard the country, like the government or something. Pendragon, thank you so much for subbing to class. Keeping the classy alive and giving it swings. Happy belated birthday! Happy belated birthday. Was it yesterday? Did you have a good day? I hope you had a good fucking birthday, honeybean. Sweat onesies, they're amazing. I have a couple too. Like, they're jokes. They're like kigurames, but I wear them in the winter because they're just so warm. I kind of commandeered it. I did. It's just, he's hot all the time. Like, he doesn't need something to keep him warm, and I'm cold all the time. So, like, it kind of makes sense that this should just be mine, right? Yeah. He can have it back if he wants it, but I'm going to use it when he's not wearing it. And I like my little ears. They're cute. I miss my ears. My little cat ears that were on my headphones for years and years. I miss those all the time. Right, as you should. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the justification. Hold on. Okay, so before like the internet, I didn't know that this was considered a socially awkward thing to do. I thought this was just a way to connect with people. But now that the internet, I'm like, "Oh, okay, so it's weird that I do this, right?" When you're socially awkward but you still give it a shot. You like skulls? Me. Hard same. It's on eBay for $110? Fuck that. Shut up. Oh, thank you. I actually did one hand last night. I tried to do them like this, like Sally's dress. It took so long though. Oh my god, that took me like 4 hours. But they do look pretty good. I did a decent job. Get this. So I was so proud of myself. Y'all know me. I never ever paint my nails all the same color all at once, like ever. I can't sit still that long. And I was like, oh my God, Katie, look at you. You're such an fuck. Fuck. Fuck you. I tried. My effort was there. The community's a little weird, but the game is fine. I've heard the game is really fun. The only reason I like to watch it, it's the building. Like, the people that play that game, the building and everything involved in it is so fucking fast. It's just daunting. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
When I tell you to come, you better come.
Might still, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving me swings for 2 fucking years in a row. I appreciate you.
Go forth and be consensual in all of the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you.
Oh, there is an option to play without the building. Dude, I would probably do that. If I ever tried the game, that's probably what I would do. It just looks so intense. Like, I'm not very good with shooters to begin with. Like, I enjoy them. I play Destiny literally every day after work. But, like, I'm not good at them by any means. It's a rare. It's an E3 2019 Team Leader hoodie. This? It's got nothing else on it. It's just pink. What's a Team Leader hoodie? That's cool. Oh. Sucks that Zach fucking vomited on it or something. I even tried a Tide pen. Nothing will get this out, whatever the fuck this is, and I'm upset about it. Well, thank you all for trying to find this. I appreciate you, because I even did an image search and I couldn't find shit. At least I know there's no replacing it, and I just need to keep it now. This is mine now. Dude, Kendo, smells are fact. When Zach and I were still long distance, I used to put his t-shirt on a pillow, no shit, and just huff it. It was Thursday. I had a very busy day. We moved my mom out of my condo and into assisted living. I mean, I think you told me about that. And we're doing the celebration today, and I'm having an awesome day today. Happy birthday, happy birthday! It was your day to have a lot of fun, but now it's today. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you. Ooh. Happy birthday, Honeybean. I hope you get a good day. A day is just a day. You can always postpone that shit. Good morning, Bashful Love. How are you? There are times I'm surprised you don't dress up as Wednesday Addams every day. I ever tell you when I was in middle school, I got up real early one morning with a girlfriend and we dressed up like I think we were like vampires. Like, we put blood all over ourselves for Halloween for school. And when we got to school, one of the students was like, oh, we should take a picture of them for the yearbook. And the teacher goes, no, don't. They dress like that every day. I try to spice it up. It burned me so hard. I was like, I don't wear blood every day. Oh, no shit. Cinder plays it all the time. Everybody plays. I'm like the one person who's never played that game. Isn't it free to play too? Really? The game's completely different from what it was advertised as right before launch? Okay, and that's my idea of it. He got you into it for a season or two and you enjoyed it? It's just a shooter, right? It's like a battle royale shooter. I think I have special search talents. Whenever someone says they can't find something, I find it in a heartbeat. That's called the Google Foo. There are a few people in our community who have Google Foo skills, and they blow me away every day. Wait, is your day today, Kills? Is your birthday today? Dude, yesterday was Pagan's birthday. Bitch, you didn't tell. Happy birthday, happy birthday! Yesterday was your day and you didn't tell me. To have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you. Oh. How dare you? I hope your birthday was awesome, dude. I hope you ate something fucking delicious. Those kids are actual vampires. Don't take pictures. No shit. I was so sad. Like, my little 8th grade heart broke in half. Of girl maths? Why would I watch girls doing math? What the fuck are you searching? Me and my twins' birthdays in 31 days. Oh shit, are you November 1st? One of my oldest, dearest friends is November 1st. And then my stepdad's November 2nd. And then one of my oldest dearest friends, November 5th. Lots of Scorpios around. Lots of Scorpios. Y'all humping your couches lately? Yep, I work in IT. A lot of us are Google Foos. It's true. Seafoos. Your worship. I mean, notice me, senpai. I am not a Google Foo. I'm okay at it. I'm better than Zach, but that's not saying much. Oh, I was mad when my hubs threw away my favorite smell marinated shirt of his. I would rage. I would pull it out of the trash. How dare you? There is a use for that yet. How fucking dare you? I got to do boy math to figure out if I can afford girl dinner. I'm really curious, like, math sucks and kids suck. Why would any of that be on the internet? Who wants to watch that? My poor throat. Nah, I'm good. It's not that bad. Hallows Eve. Go back a day. Oh, no shit. You're literally Halloween? Oh my god. I literally sang the song this morning and already forgot September had 30 days. It starts with 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except February. I still have to do that in my head all the time because I'm a child. Oh, it's not real math. Oh. You're not Scorpio though then, right? You're my sister, you're a Sag. That makes a lot of sense, to be honest. In the best way possible. But y'all are two of the spiciest women I've ever known in my life. In the best way. Hold on, Bash, let me grab this. I literally thought you were watching little girls do math. I was so confused. I was like, why would you do that? Why would you want to watch little girls do math? Remember the 21st of September? No shit, my buddy Chase's birthday is the 5th of November, and every year I text him, remember, and he texts me back, I fucking hate you, forget my number, and I'm like, never. Ryan, my love, how are you? I'm craving some pain. I need to come home and get some. How are you doing, love? Cheers. That's an earth weird. Oh my god, I was totally thinking Remember. He fucking lives here. Mom! Dad's awake! Thank you for informing me. You guys are great. Thank you. Oh yeah. Is Dad awake? Is he here? I know. Wow. Really? What was it? Oh, it wasn't Zach. Zach didn't even, he's up now, but he wasn't up. It was something else. I don't know. They forget anyone exists. They're supposed to be smart dogs, but here we go. Dude, V for Vendetta is a really good movie. I like that movie. Our wedding anniversary is 11/5. I literally can't forget it. There's a rhyme about remembering it. No shit. If you ever forget it, you're the worst. Like, you physically can't forget that. That's a good day to pick, though, honestly. Like, if you're going to pick a day that you need to remember, who's Zach? I don't know. Some fucker. You know what's funny is I have a cousin, Zach. And Zach has a cousin named Katie, which is why we refuse to take each other's last names, because it's just the fucking creepiest. I forgot what was happening. The dog's barking shocked everything out of my system. What was happening? Oh, I was clicking Bashful's link for the math. That's what was that's what was happening. Sorry, my brain died. Oh, brains are the best. Truly the best. V for Vendetta is a great movie though. If you've never seen it, it's awesome. Isn't it the guy who plays Agent Smith in Matrix? Isn't he the voice of V? Zach would know. He knows everything. He knows all the actors and shit. He's phenomenal though. He does such a good job. Like I just like to listen to him. Right? Yeah, okay, glad. Cool, thank you. Quick question for those keeping up with it in chat. It's hard for me to keep up with politics working full time again. Is the government shutdown going ahead, or what is going on with that? Does anybody know? Because I don't know either. I also feel exhausted by keeping up with any form of politics. Does anybody know? I mean, they threaten it constantly, but I have no idea if it's actually going to happen. It was originally Viggo Mortensen, but when he found out he could not get... Wait.
What? Wait, Glenn, is that real? Really?
So, originally V was going to be played by Viggo Mortensen, but when he found out he would not get to show his face, he left the project. Wouldn't that be everyone's fucking dream? No makeup. You don't have to give a fuck what your face looks like or any part of your body ever. Like, what? That's insane. Okay. Sure. All right. Unknown. So as of right now, unknown if the government's going to happen. They keep saying it's probably going to happen, but they've said that every time, so I don't know what that means. Oh, it was right after Lord of the Rings, so he's on a big ego high. Is he just into his face, or was it, like, he... Zyno, how the fuck are you, dude? How's the fam? Was it that he just wanted people to know who the fuck it was? That is weird. I knew it was the actor from... I knew it was the Agent Smith actor. What is his real name? He's a great actor. I knew it was him just by the voice. I didn't need to see his face. The fuck? It wasn't Viggo? It was a different actor. Do you know who it was? Hugo Weaving. Who is that? I gotta Google. Foo. I know the name. I'm familiar. Yep, Agent Smith. I just had to put, you guys tell me his name and then I look at his face, I can connect it and try to remember it. I love him. There's so many actors out there who I worship and I just cannot remember their names for the life of me. And I remember, like, Professor Snape instead of whatever the fuck his real name is. Even though I fucking love him. The Metatron. Why can I remember the Metatron, but not... What is his name? Why is my brain so broken like this? Alan Rickman. Thank you. Fucking, I love Alan Rickman, but, like, my brain can pull every role he's ever played before I can remember his name. I hate that my brain does that. Same with Agent Smith. He's amazing, but he's Agent Smith forever. Or V. I hate it. I don't know. Brains are stupid. Doing well. I'm doing well. I mean, surviving. Still haven't got COVID. What are you going to do? You fuck Karlak. Was it worth it? A character that's supposed to be faceless because their humanity is separate from their persona. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have worked the same. I'm shit with names. Even if someone tells me their name in my face, I remember exactly who they are, but I cannot remember the stupid names. Same. I can remember all the details about your family, your siblings, what's going on in your life, but for some reason, a name won't stick. I have to, like, I think that's why I give so many people nicknames, because my brain will remember the nickname. Why? It's so dumb. Like, it makes me feel dumb. No. Alan Rickman wasn't Agent Smith. Hugo Weaving, I did it. I swear to God, I didn't look at the screen. Hugo Weaving played Agent Smith. I was just using Alan Rickman as an example as to, like, an actor whom I fucking adore, and I blank on their real name all the time. Like, I'll remember Severus Snape or the Metatron or et cetera, but for some fucking reason, his name, like, their real names just don't connect. In my head, Hugo Weaving, Agent Smith, Hugo Weaving. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna connect. It's gonna happen. James Purefoy. I have to look at who that is. James Purefoy. I don't know who that is. Well, I probably do. Oh, I know who James Purefoy is. What else is he in? He plays... Oh, God. What's a big role he's in? His name is super familiar. I mean, his face. Excuse me. Same CK. Right, Chief? Why, though? It's like... And I'm not trying to insult people. I don't want people to feel like their name isn't good enough. But I want to remember your name. And for some reason... my brain just doesn't do it. She's adorable. I wish I could find someone as in IRL, in real life, as adorable as her. They're out there. Hi, Clara. How are you, love? Yes, Elrond as well. Elrond's amazing. Wait, that's correct. I was wrong. It is James Purefoy. Let me see. I want to click that. We're all learning today. I mean, did he do the same thing though? Was it like, right? Hold on. Transformers, Aliens. Stuart Townsend was supposed to be in Lord of the Rings? Really? He was fired 2 days before they filmed. That's rough. James Purefoy, B for Vendetta, V for Vendetta. You might know the British actor from playing Mark Anthony in Rome, or the serial killer Joe Carroll in The Following. Nope. But you definitely wouldn't know him for V for Vendetta because he was fired from the 2005 film. It's not known why he got the sack, but there are rumors that he was unhappy about having to wear a mask for the whole film and not having a strong enough voice. I don't really talk about it much because we agreed not to, the actor said. The only rumor I can scotch is that if anybody thinks I was too pussy to wear a mask, they're completely wrong. It was nothing to do with wearing the mask. It's because you didn't want to wear it! Interesting. That sucks. What a shitty job to be fired from. Holy crap. Tat Mommy? Stop it. Is my new nickname. Actually, seriously, they call you Tat Mommy? Why Mommy, though? Like, no shit. Why Mommy, Ryan? I can walk past 2,000 people in town, and 5 hours later, someone will ask me a question about a person. I can tell you exactly who they are talking about, what they were wearing, extreme visual details down to the finest point. But if you walk up and say, my name is Bob, I've already forgotten it. Same. Why? We should start a petition. Why? Why are we all broken? What? Because hard same. And like I remember all those details about people because I'm hoping that if the more I pay attention, the more I remember them, the more their name will stick. And I'm just like, it doesn't. It fucking doesn't. Why? Hugo was the voice of Metatron in the first Transformers movie. Oh, he was. He was the voice of Megatron, not Metatron. My brain went wrong. Good morning, Wolfie. Along with my aphantasia, I also apparently have face blindness. I have to actively remember details about people until their face and name come to mind together. Like when I see them, I can call their name, but I can't think of what they look like otherwise. Oh God, I wonder if I have something like that. That's weird. I'm broken. Hello, that's me. Good morning. Welcome. Join the pile of shattered pottery. Well, we all pick the pieces up. It's super fun. On a side note, I found 2 other people at work that are into D&D. Oh, fuck yeah. Told them to check out BG3, and I have 2 people. Oh, yes. Have they checked it out, or was this very, very recently? Names never stick, right? I make my own words up for people. Sometimes they're nice. I always make nicknames. Like, I tend to, like, create nicknames for people, and those stick. And the nicknames help me remember their real names, which is so stupid. It was this morning. Okay, you'll have to give me an update. I'm excited. Oh God, I was trying to think. BG3, Zacodicus. Oh my God, I can't remember who did the original post, but there was a Twitter post yesterday. Someone I think it was Swifter or something. I don't know. Someone posted on Twitter yesterday that they hate the term save scumming because it makes it have a negative connotation and there's nothing wrong with it, especially when a game's built for it. And I totally agree with that, although I do say save scumming all the time. And Zacodicus commented on it and was like, all right, let's start brainstorming. And he threw out a couple suggestions I don't even remember, but the last one was load lover. And I just have to say, I'm going to load love all over games that I can for the rest of time. Because that's the best thing I've ever heard. Traumatized and happy. I'd write a paragraph but don't want to spam. Oh my God, traumatized and happy. I mean, at least you're fucking happy. You don't have to write a paragraph. I'm happy when you're happy. That's it. Because when your longtime friends call you daddy, it's weird. All right. You got me there. You got me there. That's true. Dude, fuck yeah. Thank you. Please fly by anytime for 2 seconds. I'm just glad you're doing good. You never fucking change. I hope you're doing well, dude. Sounds like the name of porno, kind of. Load lover can be used in many connotations. I'm saying. Load lover is legit. Like, we're gonna load love. I love loads. I love loads. Was it Dan's Gaming? Thank you, Zach. Dan's Gaming did the original post. I wanna pull it up. Thank you. Hold on. I wanted to pull it up because the other suggestions were just as good. I just couldn't remember what they were. But the load loving really gave me a good tickle in my pickle. Where the fuck? Oh, I keep forgetting Twitter's fucking X these days. Although, notice it's still twitter.com. Interesting. Okay, so Zacodicus said, I'm gonna brain. So it was Dan's Gaming. Good brain. It was Dan's Gaming. I dislike the phrase save scumming. It makes reloading a save sound like you're playing wrong. If the maker of a game didn't want you to reload saves, they wouldn't let you. I hard agree. I'm a big save scummer. If it literally improves the quality of playing the game and the time playing the game, save scum. Zacodicus comments, I'm gonna brainstorm some alternatives. Save strategist, ret connoisseur, load love. Scrap that one. Don't scrap that one. That's the best. It's the best. Live, love, load. We should make that. We should come up with like alternative phrases to those live, laugh, love things. Because I've seen one before that says live, laugh, lobotomy, and that made me laugh a lot. Live, laugh, load. Nobody loves loads of laundry. I love loads of clean laundry. I would say I love some clean laundry. I don't know how you do it, Katie, but I just had the weirdest conversation with Hubs about how nearly every guy has a horror story of either their first time or first time seeing a naked lady. They have a horror story about that? About, like, literally? Why would it be a horror story? Okay, seriously, I'm shocked because I would assume your first time seeing a naked lady, if you like naked ladies, would be you'd be elated. It'd be like a cathartic, like, oh my god, look at them titties. I do love them. Really? Okay, guys, do you have like horror stories about your first time or first time seeing a naked lady? I mean, when my first time having sex was a horror story in my idea, it had nothing to do with the sex part, but it was in my boyfriend at the time's grandparents' guest room, which was painted Pepto-Bismol pink. The sheets were Pepto-Bismol pink, and they had custom built shelves into the walls that were lined with dolls and clowns. Dolls and clowns. Dolls and clowns. How? I don't know. I'm a power reloader? Fuck yes. It's not a horror story, but like, I would never want to do that again, you know? Oh god. Or I wonder if they get something in their mouth. Oh god. Saw boobies, had a good time, right? Like, I can't remember the last time or the first time I saw a naked lady was probably my mom because we're all babies at one point. I don't know. Save load, strongest spells in any game. Truth. Facts and fucking truth. Now, I've seen some at beaches. I've seen, like, same. Maybe I just live in a How I Met Your Mother episode. I mean, people have crazy horror stories like that. They exist. I don't think I've ever heard any. My first time was decent. First naked lady was fine. Yeah, the sex was decent, but the fact that I was in that pink room full of dolls and clowns, that was the part that was a little like, ugh. Literally, from the makers of Guys and Dolls, Clowns, Dolls, and Semen. Brought to you by Vagisil. Anyways, little girls doing math. Oh, I get it. I get it. Girl math. Is this like sexist shit? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Am I a girl? Is this real or is this something boys made up? This feels like incel shit. Incel, what are they? Incels, yeah. I've never heard of that, Jackie, in my life. Girl math is a thing. If I buy concert tickets now for March, when I go to the concert in March, it's free. I've never heard of that in my life. Oh, a woman made a video explaining girl math, which was just a thing to prank her husband. Okay, I was like, I don't, like, I didn't get it. I'm glad I don't get that. Yep. So one woman made it a joke for her husband, and then a bunch of asshole incels took it, and they're gonna make it like woman fact. That kind of thing. Cool. That's our favorite. I love when that happens. It probably started out kind of funny, I bet, from the original woman. Wait, is incel a cuss now? Can we not say that? I thought that was only on Twitter. Is that like a thing? I'm so sorry. People who can't stop blaming everyone else for their own issues? How do we... Incel's such a broad term. Do we need to come up with another word? Incel is protected on Twitch.
What? What? Why? What? Incel?
Is protected? I'm legitimately asking. Yeah, I'm legitimately shocked. You cannot use incel as a derogatory term. Wow. Ryan, be safe. I love you. What? Oh, I mean, I feel like I thought of this earlier when Ryan came in. If you guys didn't know, Ryan is my tattoo artist. Does this? Cool shit. Wow. Whoa. Cool. Ryan, I have paid Ryan Weebush a lot of money to hurt me for hours and hours and hours, and it's pretty sick. And then we always get really good vegan Mexican food afterwards. And it's the best. But he tattoos in Seattle. If you guys are in the greater Seattle area and you want someone to tattoo some badass shit on your body, Ryan. Yeah, I mean, I thought that's why I'm confused. I'm seriously very confused. I thought incel was a negative term. Like, it's a hate group. It's a group of, from what I understand, men who blame women for not wanting to fuck them. Like, if I don't want to have sex with them, it's because there's something wrong with me. Damn, I didn't know. I literally, you guys have just taught me. I did not know that was a word that wasn't allowed. Damn. We'll have to come up with another word, I guess, because wow, I had no idea. You guys have taught me up. I didn't know. Involuntarily celibate. I'm just gonna call them that, or whiny man babies. I haven't decided yet. Man babies. I feel like that gives a bad name to men because I know a lot of good men in the world and good babies. It is a negative, but I think some started taking it as a badge of honor, kind of like Proud Boys. Cheers, Chief. Oh, dude, have fun. Hold on. I'm married now and still cannot get any sex, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's, I think the word that I guess is protected now, I'm not going to fuck with it because I don't need to get my channel banned for whatever. But, like, I don't even.
What's a lemon? I don't know. I don't get anything wet.
No, Magic Mistress, I'm, like, seriously, I'm agreeing with you. Like, being in a relationship, being married, etc., 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 in no way guarantees a sexual relationship at all. And I think they think that or something, but there is a weird, like, psychosis where some people are eternally victims in their mind. So everything in their life that displeases them is because of something else. It's because nobody likes them, no one wants to be with them, the world is out to get them, etc., etc., etc. They're incapable of looking inside and being like, maybe no one wants to hang out with me because I'm a piece of shit and I bring nothing to the table and I'm a whiny man, baby. I don't fucking know. Like, I think all of us have known that person. Like, that's often the person that you hate working with. Like, they're the worst because they're just like, you watch them self-sabotage their world, but they never see it. They just point everybody out, fucking up their own day. Trump. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of politicians, to be fair, honestly. Cheers, Chief. Was she not fired? What? 12 kicked out? You should, I mean, I'm not a proponent of people being fired, but like, show me a better reason. They're obviously not doing the job. Are they like, Queen, I was just gonna say, are they friends with somebody? I was just gonna say that. Are they friends with someone? Full list of banned words. Oh. I'm not gonna read them because obviously they're banned. Is there a list of the words? There's like... I don't see a list of the words. I see like the kinds of speech. Huh. Well, it's probably someone else outlined it because Twitch is terrible at doing that. Oh, scroll down, sorry. I scrolled down and I thought I saw ads. You know those websites where all of a sudden it's just like a shit ton of ads? Oh, wrong. Wrong page, Katie. Oh, yep, you're right. I'm a dumbass. Keep going. There's the PayPay emotes. Is it after PayPay? Oh my god. Oh my god. The wheel is gonna break on my mouse. I didn't find a list. Am I a dumbass? I think the page literally scrolls forever. If you just keep scrolling, it just goes on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh. What? My company doesn't fire anyone. That LGBT hater got suspended, not fired. Wow, that's sad. Thank you. I will. Hold on. I swear to God, I'm scrolling on it. It's like one of those pages that keeps loading as you go. You know what I'm saying? Open. It to put me on the same page. I swear to God, let's do it together. Show me the list. Why Twitch has banned words. Twitch speech, specific banned words, these words. That? I don't get it. Right, Yuki, that would be my question. Like, am I not allowed, like, can I not ask you guys what is this word? What does it mean? Et cetera, et cetera. Like, I can understand just like not, I mean, I don't like when people go after each other with calling each other's virgins either. That's such a stupid concept. The whole idea that a penis changes inherently who someone is dumb. Um, like, I agree with that, but okay, so it's not just uttering them. This article literally says those three words, uttering them will similarly result in a ban, though potentially to a lesser degree. Yeah, virginity is not a real concept. I agree with you. It's a totally stupid religious thing. It just, like, wow. Yeah, you can't go after someone with those words derogatorily. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
When I tell you to come, you better come.
Thankfully, we don't put up with anyone going after anyone in our chat with any kind of language, so that won't really be a problem. But, like, just talking about it in a general sense is okay, right? She's not friends with anyone. She does her work as long as people stay away from her entirely, including customers. Literally, no one can be within 15 feet of her because she thinks, quote, they're watching her and wanting her.
I'm sorry, what? They're watching her and wanting her?
Well, someone's got a large opinion of themselves. She needs a different job. Like one that doesn't involve people, maybe? Coriolanus, thank you so much for summoning the class. Keep the classy alive and giving a fucking anus its wings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, love. She isn't young. She's 44. She should, I mean, she's an adult. She's doing it on purpose. I think she does know better, Vile. Would you disagree? I think she freaks out on days she wants to go home. I used to work with people like that, who they'd come to work, they'd take report, and then suddenly they'd be in a bad mood and they'd go do something to get themselves sent home. And then now we all have to pick up their work for them because they just were having a bad day and they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it. They're just not going to fucking deal with it right now. They don't have to deal with it. They just can't. They're being triggered or some shit. And I'm like, bitch, you're an adult and have a job. Suck it up. Fuck. It's every day. Literally every day. And no one gets fired? I mean, again, I'm not into people getting fired, but like...
Penetrate that asshole.
Is my joy alert working?
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Take your joy, bitches! You're having a good time? Good. She's not allowed in any of my inventory events anymore. I'll leave. Good. Good. Because that is, I mean, it's a waste of everybody's time. You count on that body to be there to do inventory with you, and when they freak out and go home, now you're short a body. Like, what an, I don't know. I hate, that's one of the worst, like, being independable, not being able to depend on a coworker that has shown up and, like, presented themselves as dependable is the worst. Take your fucking joy, bitches. I have a coworker who bails out on work all the time. Can't trust him to do any task there because he purposefully fucks it up. And the only time he's happy is when he's pretending to be the boss. How do these people still have jobs? And I'm already short people because people are, oh, the college kids are going back to school. Yep. Do they hire for the season? Cheers. People are weird. I mean, sometimes in the most beautiful way ever, and sometimes you're just like, do you know what happened there? Cool, me neither. Know what I'm saying? Nothing's playing today, and it's making me nervous. Like, you know, that's normal. Oh, is this the sax dude? He's fucking incredible. Oh my god, get the bong. Everybody suffers being around an asshole. It's very true. I mean, I live with Zach. Speaking of, I'm gonna let that load for a second. We need to take a break. I didn't realize it's already time. We have a couple. You guys gave me a couple cool things to look at. I know, nothing's auto-playing today, so I'm like... Is it gonna blow up? Red cord or blue cord? Red cord or blue cord? Green cord! What happened to your power? Oh, dude. The power's out? Boo. Okay, quick break. Welcome back, everybody. I was asking Zach about that game. Oh my god, Glut, Glut might be in meeting. Wait, no, it's Saturday. If you're still here, Glut, I downloaded Amanda and the something adventure. That's what I want to play today for to distract me from life. You gifted me that, didn't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. And I asked Zach about it because I thought he had played it, and he goes, "Yeah, it's good. You'll like it." And he kind of had this like sly like on his face, so I'm nervous. Do you remember the horror game we played? It was a while back. I can't remember what it was, or if it even was a horror game. But do you remember the game we played where you would find videotapes throughout the game, and they would be like those weird claymation children, and they were called the Something Kids. That's what it reminds me of. Just looking at the trailer. What is it? The Threshold Kids. What's the game? Control. The fucking Threshold Kids. Those were a nightmare. Yeah. Fuck, that's what it kind of reminds me of. But you're not playing as the Threshold Kids. Like, you just find these videos of them. I don't know. If you've never played Control, it's a perfect game. It's so fucking good. It's so creepy. And, like, for nothing, for no reason. I didn't do the DLC yet on Control. I haven't done the DLC yet. I don't even know if I have it. Or the DLC or whatever it was. There was an up... Is it DLC? It's like extra content or something that wasn't part of the base game. I'm brain farting on it. I don't remember. It's been a bit. But I didn't play that yet because I don't even know if I own it. Or if it came with it or not. I don't know. Yeah, they've got at least one DLC, and I know it was relatively recent. Oh, Queen, you didn't... Oh, I loved the combat. It was like telekinesis crack, dude. Maybe that was it. I was going to play Alan Wake or something, because they, like, you see parts of Alan Wake in the game. There was a reason. I beat the main story, I know, but I can't remember why. There was a reason I didn't play the DLC yet, and I think it was we were going to play Alan Wake or something. It's been a while. I got all the powers, aside from DLC stuff, but I fucking, like, loved, like, that, I don't know, the DLC was just, like, I mean, the DLC, excuse me, the telekinesis. Why did I say DLC? The telekinesis was off the charts. That was so much fun. But I can understand how a lot of people would fuck it. It was difficult. Like, it wasn't easy by any means. It was hard to play, like, really hard. It was frustrating. I redid battles so many times, but the combat, for me at least, was so much fun that I didn't mind that I had to redo certain, like, you know, you die and start at the beginning. Normally, that kind of repetitive gameplay kills any game for me. I cannot stand repetitive gameplay. Like, that's why I can't play story games like the story in, like, Grand Theft Auto or anything. Because if you die, you're right back at the beginning of all that fucking cutscene bullshit. You got to do the exact same thing over again, and it kills it for me because I'm not interested. I do have a notepad handy. Will I need it? Yes. Always. My little book. I got a new page. Yes. Yes. I usually pull out a notepad for games like this because Zach actually gave me that idea. He takes notes in games, and I was like, that's so silly. Why would you do that? I get it. Came out alongside the Jedi game, which I found amusing, given the similar powers. Yeah. It was literally very similar, like freeze lock. It reminded me a lot of Borderlands. The chick, she has Lilith was her name in one of them, and something else in another one. But she had phase lock powers where you could like phase lock your enemies in the air, and then health would start flying out of them or something. Dude, Sirens, are they called Sirens? I haven't played that game in so fucking long, but such a good franchise. I love Borderlands. Feeling worse? Boo. Do you know if you still have a fever chronicle? You just have to take control. Dude, the metal in it also. Fucking sick. Take control. Dude, it was so sick. That game was amazing. But I totally understand how it was a lot. I'm autistic, but wait, hold on. I'm autistic, but you don't look autistic. Oscar, thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. I talked about her yesterday, but there's a really good comedian on Netflix, if you haven't seen her yet, Taylor Tomlinson. Her most recent stand-up is all about her psych adventures. And she talks about getting on all the meds, the final cocktail of meds for her bipolar, which really makes her feel great. And she's like, a lot of people will say, you know, oh, I stopped taking my meds because I really didn't feel like myself. And she says, I know, me too. It's great. It's funny and a personal attack all in one. Badges Hill. Ooh. Aches, pains, cough, sore throat, phlegm. So, best advice I can give if you just have like a viral cold like that, like just the coughs, the aches, the shivers, cough it up. It's the worst, but cough it up. If you have productive lungs and or throat, like mucus, get it out. It's the worst because when you're tired and you hurt and you're just like laying there like, a lot of people will re-aspirate it, and it just makes you more sick. Like, that's the best thing. Yep. I know you would. General advice. Like, you probably all of you, because you fucking listen to me all the time, and I'm annoying that way, but, like, for real. Oh, shit. I love the combat when it felt fair, but by the end, I was feeling like I was going to need to grind back. Nope, I totally get that, Queen. I definitely remember. I think I said the exact same thing. There was a point in the game where it felt like everything got exponentially harder and I wasn't getting any better. Like, my stuff wasn't increasing, and that was the part I was doing over and over. And thank fuck most of chat has played. I think it was one of the, like, you know, when you, like, go into the little other universe and you jump on the things and there's, like, those creepy, like, things that come out and start shooting at you. You're, like, learning a power or getting a story or something. It was one of those. Thankfully, chat helped me a lot. Like, there's a lot of games like that I could never play on my own. I would get so frustrated, and it's just not fun. And I don't want to Google how to do a fucking game. I hate Googling a walkthrough. Chat helps me get through a lot of games like that, to be fair. So that might be it, to be real. Steamy showers are really good. We do that in the hospital, too. We have, like, steamy fog machines and shit. Dude, Lilith clawed the fuck out of my eye this morning, and it stings so bad. Every time I blink, I'm like... I wake up, right? My alarm goes off. I wake up. Lil's sleeping right next to me, as usual. She lifts her head, looks at me, stretches out her paw, and just dragged it down my eyeball. Right there. And it stings. I suppose feeling not yourself, being good, bad, depending on what you consider yourself. 100% yes. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, that's true. I don't not feel like myself when I take my meds. I feel like I'm in more control of my true self, as opposed to, like, the way I always define, I guess, I've been diagnosed with bipolar, but who knows? No doctor is perfect. But the way I always say is, like, if I get excited, if I'm not on meds, I can't stop getting excited. And if I get sad, I can't stop getting sad. And it's just like an exponential up forever or down, and it sucks. And the meds keep me from, like, I can still get sad and happy, just like I always did, but I don't go, like, into the anxious zone. Same, Queen. Hard same. Yep, I feel like, it's so weird, Queen, but when I was in the depths of, like, my first breakdown before I was diagnosed and properly medicated, I described it as, like, like, real Katie was back here screaming at whatever the fuck was going on here to shut up and stop. But I had I couldn't stop. It was like watching myself break and crumble and having zero power over it. It was so scary. Like, I stopped being able to taste anything. Lost too much weight. It was very scary. Like, those kind of moments when you're just like, what the fuck? Lilith's point of view, I woke up and Katie was right next to me, so I pretended to stretch to get some space. She got her space. Bitch. For sinus for Mucinex, hot shower, vaporizer, nasal saline solution rinse. If you can stand doing that, I haven't had luck with it. And sometimes just sitting somewhere other than where you are is a different smell and good ventilation can help. True. Fresh air, which sometimes sucks, especially when it gets cold out. I get a major pain in my chest when I take a deep breath, so I got an inhaler when I went to the doc. Does that help? That could be a strained muscle or rib injury, too, depending on where the injury is. Or it could be your diaphragm might have a cramp. Because, like, do you know what your inhaler is? What the drug is? Inhalers can be many different drugs. We can actually aerosolize fentanyl to give to patients if they can't swallow or don't have a digestive tract. It's crazy. Albuterol, yeah. So what albuterol does mechanically is it dilates your bronchial tubes. So, you know, like if you look at a picture of lungs, all the little branchy tubes, not the pink fluffy shit, those branchy tubes, those are called non-conducting airways, meaning there's actually no oxygen transfer there at all. Oxygen transfer happens in the pink fluffy stuff called alveoli. We won't go there. But all albuterol does is it dilates those bronchial tubes really big, because you can get, like, mucus plugs, they could be shaking because you have an allergy, et cetera, et cetera. There's a million reasons why things like that could happen, but it dilates those bronchial tubes and helps you get oxygen into the deeper part of the lungs easier. Yeah. Diaphragm cramps are literally fucking horrific, but they're common, and that's usually the most common source. That or, like some sort of rib injury, like an old rib injury or a ligament that's tight on your ribs or your abs, that's the most common source of pain from inhaling, exhaling. Because actually, your bronchial tubes don't have nerves. Wild. Your lungs don't have nerves. So there's a certain point when we go past the throat that we can just start clipping and shit, and we don't actually have to numb you down there. It's wild. We do. So there's actually a procedure called a bronch or an EBIS. It's essentially we go down your mouth into your lungs to look around, suck shit out, or take samples of tissue or whatever. And we will go down with that scope, and that scope actually has a little tube on it so we can squirt lidocaine through it into the lungs. We only do that because even though there's not nerves, your body still reacts to things going into the bronchial tubes, right? You cough. It's a spasm of the bronchial tubes. It's a reaction. And we have to stop that so we can go down into the deepest, darkest points of your lungs. Didn't realize until this convo that I had as much of a sniffle since COVID started. Social distance for the win. Dude. Social distancing and masks and washing your hands, Zyblex, it's real. 100%. Zach and I still haven't gotten COVID, and we've traveled multiple times. We went to fucking Burning Man. Like, we haven't gotten COVID. I've gotten a few colds, but I live in a state of sinus hell, so, like, that's just my way of being. But I haven't had a serious illness with, like, a fever involved since before COVID. It's wild. I truly think there's something to it. Wow. Told me I need to take deep breaths because when I was in the ER, my O2 was like 95, 96, and he was like, okay, but other testing for when I go to the doc shows it's up to be 99. So he was like, we can see something's going on. 100%. And shallow breathing. I mean, that's all it is. If you're in pain, right? If you take a deep breath and that causes pain, you're going to naturally breathe a lot more shallow because it causes pain to breathe deeply. And anytime you breathe you breathe shallow, your O2 is going to go down. For instance, when we sleep at night, we tend to breathe really shallow and a lot slower. And your O2 can oftentimes go down to 95, 94% while you're sleeping. But it's okay because you're sleeping. I mean, we don't want it to go below 98, but it can. That's why I always encourage like deep breathing exercises, stuff like that. That's the best option because once you lose the ability to deep breathe, you don't get it back. And like, there's actually a really crazy like phenomena, I guess, where a lot of sedentary cigarette smokers who get lung cancer indefinitely caused by cigarettes. It's only in the top lung lobes because you have 3 lobes and 2 lobes, 2 lobes and 3 lobes, excuse me. It'll only be in the cancer literally is only in the top lobes, and their bottom lobes of their lung look like baby lungs. They're pink, like fucking bubblegum pink, because they've never expanded their stomach with a breath. You do have to somewhat deliver oxygen to the deepest corners, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a different town and store every day, never got COVID. Yeah, it's because you're not an idiot. During 2022, 2020, excuse me, we almost wiped out an entire strain of the flu. It's very true. A couple, I think. There was a couple. I mean, they've come back, unfortunately, because people are idiots, but yeah. 100%. Updated vaccines are everywhere in the US right now. Also, get your flu shot. Like, none of us like to get a shot, but I think the vast majority of us have insurance and can go get it for free from, like, Wegmans. I don't live there anymore. You know what I'm saying? There's flu shots everywhere. Even if it's $20, go get your fucking flu shot. Make an appointment. Yeah, you can get them all done at the same time. That's what I've done every year. Every year, they've always had a booster and a flu shot at the same time, and I've got them done simultaneously every year. They have no problem with it as long as you're not sick. I've had issues with deep breaths my whole life. Nobody ever figured out why. I insisted it was my parents smoking and me breathing so shallow for so long. That's exactly what it is. Literally, so your diaphragm is a muscle. It's a cluster of muscles. And if you don't use a muscle group, it's indefinitely weak, right? So you probably naturally, because your house was full of cigarette smoke, shallow breathed while you were in it. And that it's like your body will adjust to what you do all the time because we are animals at base and we want to consume energy and preserve energy. So don't use energy we don't need to use and eat as much as possible. That's what our drive is. And we're just animals, right? And when your body is breathing poison, especially while you're asleep, it will slow down everything to breathe as little of it as possible. and you might not have literally developed the lung volume that you should have as a child. It's totally a real thing. I'm still making and being good. Good. Nobody around me unless they're a medical professional. It's the worst, right? It's so fucking isolating, but it's better than getting other people sick. Oh, where things are going. Flu shot and COVID shots are mandatory for military still, I believe. Unless it's religious reasons. Good. It takes me a few tries to feel satisfied with a deep breath. 100%. Yeah. You also might have a little bit of asthma. That's kind of what asthma is defined by, is you take what feels like and looks like a very deep breath, but you're not feeling like you're actually respirating. So people with asthma will be like they're not getting any oxygen because they're filling their bronchial tubes, but those bronchial tubes are either plugged or they're spasming or they're doing something that's not allowing delivery of the oxygen to the lowest lobes. Yeah. You can have lung volumes without oxygen being delivered. You know what I mean? Like, you might not be having the exchange of oxygen and CO2, but still have those volumes because you might have a little bit of asthma or something. You were tested nothing? Interesting. Appointment Friday? This coming Friday? Good. I need to get my booster, and I don't think I can for a few months after. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's a few months, but there is a time after COVID where they just want to make sure you don't have any, like, horrible long COVID symptoms or anything, because the vaccine can kick your ass. It can knock you down, and then if you're already sick, it's going to make you even more sick. Of course, when we went on vacation, they didn't have the new COVID shots yet, but fingers crossed, still haven't caught the nasty. Y'all keep it all. I mean, you've gotten everything else. You've gotten all the boosters and shit, right, Bubblicious? Because same. And I'm cautious. I'm not like dumb cautious, but I'm cautious. I'm not out there like sharing drinks with strangers and shit. Literally taking fish antibiotics to treat what I believe to be gonorrhea. All I know is they're helping a bit, though I wish it was clearing up better. Isn't it wild how they can use different drugs for different things all the time? It's so weird. It's so weird. My doc told me he's going to give me the inhaler, and if my breathing doesn't improve over the next couple weeks, I may have developed asthma and need a breathing treatment. Bash, so you have an inhaler. Did they give you the spacer? It's like a clear tube that you hook onto the mouthpiece. You get so much more medicine with that spacer, and if you didn't, I would ask. Just go to the office. You literally just have to walk up to the front desk and be like, "Hey, can I get a spacer for my inhaler?" Anybody can grab you one. We have millions, but there is crazy statistics on it. So the medicine you're taking from that little inhaler, the puffer, it's designed to go and bind to the nearest, most available mucous membrane, right? So half the time, it just sticks in your mouth. And like the statistics are, if you don't have a spacer, you're getting 3 to 7% of the medicine that's actually being delivered versus the spacer, you're getting upwards of 30 to 50% of that actual medicine. It's actually getting delivered to your lungs. Granted, it will affect you in a way being absorbed by the mucous membrane of your mouth, but that's not where we want it delivered. Literally, if you can, a clinic anywhere should have spacers. They shouldn't be open if they don't have spacers. Like, everybody has them, and they're so fucking worth it. You're just gonna get so much more out of it. They also help you with, like, the delivery of the medicine. So, for instance, what you basically do, so you know how you, like, you know, whatever. So with the spacer, it's a tube that sticks onto the mouth part. So you're gonna put your mouth on the spacer and not the inhaler anymore. The inhaler is gonna be a little farther away. So you press your inhaler, that fills the spacer, and then you wait a second, and then you start to inhale the medicine, and you inhale it relatively slowly. And the way you know you're inhaling too fast is the spacer will actually start to whistle. It'll go too fast. Slow down. The slower and more consistently you can inhale that medicine out of the spacer, the more is actually getting into the bronchial tubes of your lungs. If you've ever done your inhaler and you notice you get the shakes afterwards, that's what happens when the vast majority of the medicine bonds to your mouth instead of getting into your lungs. It goes straight into the bloodstream. And unfortunately, science has gone a really long ways, but it hasn't designed meds that are like conscious and can, you know, so for instance, it's a vasodilator. It's dilating the bronchial tubes of your lungs. But unfortunately, when it's absorbed into the bloodstream first, it's going to go for the vessels of your body. So it's going to feel like you had a couple cups, big old cups of coffee. And you kind of get this shit. And this means it got on your mouth instead of your lungs. But inhaler, biggest piece of advice, if you don't have a spacer, puff, try to shoot it, like try to aim it if you can at the back of your throat and inhale it before it hits any part of your mouth or throat as fast as possible. And then do a, like with that, you're going to hold it as long as you can without passing out. Because that also helps with the distension, extending the lungs, stretching them out, getting those volumes back. You know what I'm saying? I get an appointment today? Dude, fuck yes. Get it. You win. Cheers to that, Glut. Fuck yeah. Let's watch these TikToks and then we'll play the game. I already downloaded it and everything, so it's ready to go. And I don't think it's like a heavy-duty game on my computer or anything like that. You're literally going through that right now, Queen. Which part? Wait. The not being able, like, feeling like you're not getting air? That's belly, absolutely. Bitch, I went to school for like 9 years for this shit. Anytime you have questions or feel uncomfortable, feel free to come ask. Like, I'm never going to diagnose or anything over the internet. I'm not a doctor and I'm not an idiot. But, like, I love to puke my education on people. It's all I have. Get a spacer! No shit, Queen. Spacers. They're everything. They should just give, you should be able to go anywhere, any clinic, like a walk-in clinic or a hospital. You should just be able to walk up to a front desk and be like, hey, I was given a prescription for an inhaler. Can I get the spacer? And if they're like, what's a spacer? Be like, can you call an RT? An RT will walk down with a bag of them and be like, would you like 50? We have so many. And they're like, we don't charge. I've never ever seen a hospital have a code to charge for the spacer. It's not a charge. It's just something you should fucking get. You know what I'm saying? And found that you can get penicillin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline for fish, and those are common antibiotics for humans. Was doing the penicillin tab, but they were making me break out in a rash. Oh, you might be allergic to the cillins. Dude, Kino, if you're having adverse reactions to things that end in cillin, like rash, that's actually a very serious thing, and it's super common. My little sister, massive hives if she takes anything that ends, this fruit fly is haunting me, ends in cillin. You might be allergic to them. There's a whole spectrum of antibiotics that are not cillins. They don't end in cillin. We have other antibiotics to use if cillins are giving you adverse reactions. Like, fuck that, because they can cause, like, swelling and closing of your airway, eventually. If you truly have an allergy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got it, Vile. Hold on. Oh, wrong page. Or wrong monitor. There was another blue number when taking the vitals. Top one above my BP was beeping at times because it was going down below 50. A blue number? Dude, I don't know. Monitors are different across the world, and every nurse can customize how their monitor looks in their room. I wouldn't even know. 50 though? I mean, it could have been your blood pressure. I mean, if you're just laying there still and calm, your blood pressure can go pretty darn low. Like, my resting is sometimes like 115/50. Kaiser gives one with the RX. Everyone should. Everyone should have a spacer. Just purely because you're getting so much more medicine. Does anyone know anything about abdominal abscesses? Oh my god. I mean, I've done a lot of wound care for them. I know that they cut them out. I puked a fair amount of my education on the doc yesterday. You're not alone. In my defense, he asked. I mean, if that's the thing. If people ask, I assume you want to know. And I assume you're asking me because you don't want to be treated the way doctors sometimes treat people, in that they're like, here, take this pill, bye. I assume you want to know what the fuck it does, or the background on it, or something. Good. The doxy is not causing a rash. Good. If you feel like you have trouble swallowing, dry mouth, anything like that, call your doctor immediately and stop taking it. My BP in the hospital was 130/58. Yeah, that's a pretty calm BP, especially if you're like an active person. Mine, if you're like cardiovascularly active, it's really common to have a very low heart rate. How do you read blood pressure, by the way? Like, I know we have chronic low blood pressure, but I don't know how to actually know what the numbers mean. Oh, man. Like, the diastolic versus systolic? Essentially what it means is the literal pressure in your blood vessels at rest, which is the low number, and then the literal pressure in your blood vessels at active, when you are active. That is probably the most simple thing. So the 105 would be when you are up, walking, moving, being cardiovascularly active, meaning your heart rate is going up a little bit for some reason. That is the pressure in the vessels. Yeah, it's very subjective, just like pain, 100%. Like, some people just genetically have a high blood pressure from birth. That doesn't necessarily mean they were born with clogged arteries or something like that. They could have narrow vessels, they could have interesting vasculature. It's could be so many different reasons, but that's probably the most simple way I could describe it. And the pressure in those vessels is very important because if that pressure goes too high for literally whatever reason, you can have an aneurysm, i.e., the vessel explodes, and then you're in the hospital probably dying. So that's why blood pressure is so important. So, for instance, a lot of people, that low number goes very, 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 very low when they're sleeping or when they're at rest and they're really calm because their heart is preserving energy. It's just doing some nice big lub dubs and they're not using any body. Does that make sense? So basically, when the blood pressure cuff squeezes the living fuck out of your arm, what it's doing is squeezing down until it's on the vessel, and then it is reading the pressure of said vessel. And we are somewhat simulating what happens when your body is in an active state. And then we sit there and we slowly release that little wheel. And we have the stethoscope in on your arm. And as we release that wheel, the air slowly deflates out of the cuff. And the moment I hear your heart, I sit there and I listen and I slowly deflate the cuff and I watch that little dial. And with the moment I can no longer hear your heartbeat, that is the other number, the low number. What's generally low, again, it's totally subjective. It depends on like how big you are, like height, just general size, how active you are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But in general, 120 over 70, 120 over 70 to 80 is the most common and the most normal. But people are all over the place. Some people live forever at 150 over 110, like it really can be anything. Yeah, weight, height, genetics. People with Native American descent, for some reason, have high blood pressures naturally, just genetically. And so it's important for them to state they are of Native American descent because then we don't treat them for high blood pressure. We won't start putting pressors on them because we know it's genetic. Like it's just it's not harming them. They're genetically programmed to have a higher blood pressure or a higher heart rate or something like that. And some people just have a really low heart rate and a really low blood pressure just naturally. And they like if you have ever known someone who's tall and they tend to black out when they stand up a lot, they probably have a low heart rate, low blood pressure naturally. So when their body changes the liquid literal pressure so fast as to stand up, their heart has to catch up and it's not used to it. So it's like, baby time!
Hail Satan, bitch, we feast upon the long pig. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus its wings. I appreciate you.
Thank you for that 9 months, bitch. Minimin, I hope your day is wonderful, honey bean. 105 over 60, that's great. I mean, as long as you don't feel like faint or like you're gonna pass out or anything like that. Like I stand up and black out. Like not black out, like I'm not falling over on my face, but I stand up and kind of get that weird like for a minute all the time. I'm fine. It's happened to me my whole life. I just have to learn to stand up slow. Someday I'll get it. 90 over 60, that's a really low blood pressure, but I've seen it. Marathon runners and whatnot. Yeah, 110 over 58. Yep, that's about what I usually am. And that's a good at rest. It's only dangerous when you are going X amount either way, either higher or lower from what your personal normal is, which is all about what having a GP is, right? Like having a general practitioner that you go see every couple of years and have a checkup. It's all about establishing a normal and that doctor informing you when that normal has drastically changed because that's literally how we know something's happened, right? That's how we know something's going on. But if we don't have a baseline, we don't know. Like that could be kind of like we were talking about body temperatures earlier, right? If you don't know your base body temperature, we treat you like 98.6 is your base and a fever is X and a not fever is X. Like we don't know. It's always good to have a baseline kind of. Just meh. Hey, that's better than bad. It feels like you would get a very rough approximation with that blood pressure device. With the cuff? Bitch, I'm more accurate than those fucking machines. My blood pressure, if anything, is high, but my pulse rate is genetically low. I'm not at all fit in my resting heart rate is 59. That's great. That's just a healthy heart, honestly. That's just a healthy heart. It means it doesn't have to work very hard to give your body adequate oxygenation. That's a healthy heart. Multiple visits, and it's important to go when you're not sick. And I know that's saying a lot, especially in America where nobody has health insurance and no one can go to the fucking doctor because it costs an arm and a leg, quite literally, and maybe your firstborn and everything you have in your house. But like going and getting a checkup when you're not sick is so important. It's so hard when I get a 60 to X amount of year old in the hospital and they have this medical history and they want me to put a band-aid on whatever the fuck's going on. And I'm like, I'm gonna do my best, but I gotta treat you like your normal is the normal we've decided in our textbooks because you've never been to the doctor. I don't know what the fuck your normal is. I don't know what you are. And everybody's pretty different, but if we don't have a history, we just go by the textbook. Kind of missing my dog and tired of being alone. I get that. Boo. Is there any way to go out and just be social with even just strangers? Laugh cries, right? We're all doing fine. Honk. Hold on. I think this is the one Vile gave me. Hold on. What the fuck is this? It autoplayed. I'm haunted. It came back. Okay. Everything's back to normal. Autoplay is back. What the fuck is that, though? Right, I'm not, at 3 p.m. I would be gasping for breath. I am so not high enough for that, but that was beautiful. Is that Primus? What if you take an hour to wake up from being under? So it depends on the hospital, the PACU, etc. Like we do have PACU, which is basically where you go post surgery to slowly wake up. The wake up I'm talking about is like when the anesthesiologist has actively stopped giving you fentanyl, propofol, etc. to keep you like fucking doped up and you don't start like at least doing this or like when they like go, "Hey," you don't go, that's all I'm saying by wake up fast. That's all we need. It's the ones that you can, "Hello, are you in there?" and they don't respond at all. Because some of them are pretending to be asleep because they want to keep sleeping and some are literally out that much. But either way, Vissy, my love, how are you? Either way, those are the ones where basically what happens is if you are still comatose and we are no longer actively giving you drugs, we're going to intubate you and put you in the ICU. You don't get to go to PACU. Because what happens when you're under that anesthesia and shit is you're breathing really, really shallow, even more so than you do when you sleep. Your oxygen drops really low. So we usually do something that's hospitals have different ones. The one my hospital always used was called an LMA, but it's essentially a temporary intubation device. So what it does is it's a tube that looks like an intubation tube, but instead of being a long fucking tube that goes down into your lungs, it's about half as long and it looks like it has like a puffy pink pussy on one end. No shit. And what we do is we jam that in the back of your throat and we prop your epiglottis up on this big pink pussy thing, and it keeps your airway open and it keeps you from aspirating things because it creates like an airtight seal. It's like this flesh-colored sponge material, creates an airtight seal in the back of your throat, but it's only allowed to be used for X amount of hours, and then it's no longer, it's getting wet, your cough, like your body is squeezing and working on it, like you are subconsciously trying to cough this thing out no matter what we do. We have to take it out at a certain point, and if you are not responding, we're going to intubate you and put you in the ICU, and you're getting a few days in the ICU. And in my track record, without a ventilator, nurse, medicine, respiratory therapist, or lights, it's on average $6,000 a night just to sleep in a dark ICU room. So, like, don't fuck around. Wake up. Best piece of advice. You don't, like, oh my God, like, thank fuck like, there's Vissy and et al. There's a few people here who could speak to medical bills. You don't want that if you don't need it. Yeah. And then you start putting, if we've intubated you, then you have a ventilator that you're renting for $2,700 a night on top of that $6,000. And if you have a ventilator, you've got an RT coming in there every 2 to 4 hours to do a vent check and clean you out, and that's going to cost you upwards of $600 every time that RT looks at you funny. Then you're going to get an ICU nurse who's 1-to-1. So essentially your bill is going to reflect what the fuck she got paid. Like, it just keeps going. Don't fuck around. Just and they'll be like, "All right, pack you." That's it. I wish we could too. I would love to. L, seriously. It's crazy. It's so sad because most of us don't go to the doctor unless we're dying because we just can't fucking afford it. When I had my knee scoped, I apparently told the real hot nurse that what I wanted to do with her, to the point when I really woke up, she turned bright red and left the room. I've never had anyone do that before. I mean, I've had some people pass out being like, "You're so beautiful." But most of the time they start admitting things. I don't know what it is about my face, but the sheer amount of people in the ER that were like, "All right, we're going to go night-night now so we can sew this up." And they're just like,
Hallelujah.
Mandry can tip $20 for the whores only.
"Yep, there it is." That was the most epic timing. I think I even had my hand out. Fucking Mandracan, thank you so much for the whores. The whores need it. The whores need it. I appreciate you. Thank you, love. That was very generous and kind. That was amazing. Hallelujah. No shit. I've had people start to pass out and be like, "I cheated on my husband. None of my kids are his." And you're just like, okay. Y'all heard that, right? Hey, everyone. Uh-huh. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. Okay. Sick. Did the husband hear it? Oh, he's in the waiting room. Good. Those are just, wow. Those drugs can do wild shit to people right before. It's always like the second before they go out. Then there's this weird fear that when you get it for free, you're told to only go if you need it, and we don't go and call when we should. And that's like, we can't go until we need it. So we're all kind of fucked, right? Still got a couple years paying that shit. Yeah. Medical bills are not something to be fucked with. Cheers. Right? But we're not just fucking animals. Oh, I have people shit talking is a totally different thing. I'm saying admitting deep, dark secrets that, like, when they wake up and they don't remember saying these things. That's the thing. Like, the fentanyl propofol, cocktail that we give to almost everybody in the ER, it's a paralytic amnesic sedative. So even if someone, quote unquote, wakes up, they don't remember anything. And so the moment that shit starts to hit, even if they haven't passed out yet, they don't remember anything. So if you've ever been under anesthesia, I'm sure you remember the moment that they were like, "All right, it might burn a little." And then suddenly you woke up and you were like, "Did you start yet?" And they're like, "We're already done." That's that shit. It's miracle juice. But the likelihood that you moved, twitched, fluttered your eyelids or something during surgery is pretty high. A lot of people do. And that's why anesthesiologists are paid big money to sit there and watch you like a fucking hawk and make sure you don't move because you can hurt yourself. Repressed, very much so. They come out wild fast. It's insane. I don't know. I mean, I've never told someone what they, like, if they don't remember admitting something to me, I let them keep that. If they don't come out of it like, "Did I tell you I cheated on my husband?" Then I'm like, you get to keep that. I've heard a lot of shit. That's yours. That's not my business. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, I don't want to have that conversation. Like, high chance, they didn't fucking want to say it, Like, that wasn't their goal. Very much a TMI. Hard yep, and I respect that. Like, drugs do weird shit to people. You get to keep your secrets. Oh my god, you bit the shit out of your lip? Were you intubated? I wonder. That happens to some people that are intubated because they chew on the tube subconsciously. What if they say shit you should report that they don't remember? Oh, we report it immediately. 100%. We get social services in there fucking fast. Are you saying, like, I fucked my kid or something fucked up like that? Oh, God. Oh, my God. We would stop the procedure. That's a cop issue. Like, if it wasn't a life or death procedure we were doing, we'd call the cops immediately. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, we don't fuck around with that. I haven't seen Lilac Diesel for so long. What did I grind up today? I ground up this one? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like gelato fuel. Jet Lotto. Fancy. Jet Lotto, allegedly it's jet fuel, gelato, and TK23. The only time I can remember being put under by anesthesia was for my septoplasty and tonsillectomy. Got to 99 and woke up. God, that's creepy. The octane names, they don't even smell that way. That's the weird thing. They don't smell like gas. This smells like pine sol, baby. All right, TikToks, then game. This game's gonna be very creepy, and I'm very nervous, but I'm also kind of excited. Yeah, I don't know if this is real yet, but mix this with Destruction Room. And then, like, for instance, Vissy and I could go to a Destruction Room together dressed in fucking iron, like, or, you know, armor, like chainmail and shit. So if we're swinging our bats around and we accidentally smack each other, we're not causing murder. I'm just saying. The possibilities, though. We could just run full force into each other and then continue, and there would be no problem. Like, I'd get on a plane for that. That'd be fucking amazing. Because I always see those, and people go in with, like, the paint suit, you know, and the goggles and whatever. But I feel like if I'm truly going to embrace a rage room with a friend, I need to be able to know that my entire arm span can be used, and I'm not going to kill them. I don't want to murder Vissy, but, like, we could have a special room for that. Dude, full on fucking body bump. And we would both fly in the opposite direction. It would be incredible. Instead of destroying stuff, you high each other with medieval items. You hit oh my god, though. I want to do both. I want to do something like that. The idea that you're wearing a bunch of armor so you can't really hurt the person is the best thing. War weapons from back then weren't a joke. That's true. Dude, I got to go to a torture museum when I was in Prague. It had legit, like, it had, you know, the Iron Maiden and a lot of torture devices that they're not 100% sure actually were in use. Most of them were just used to threaten people. But they had some that were actually in use. And I'm going to be honest, they were scarier. Because, like, you don't die right away with the things they actually used. The things that they threatened you with, you die right away. Like, I'd much rather that. But I remember there was one, it was like a pyramid. And they would get a naked woman and split her legs and just, like, slowly lower her onto this, like, spike. Until she was a witch or wasn't a witch or something. I don't fucking know. Witchcraft was involved. That was real. Like, the real shit's so much scarier. Or, like, having your body parts tied to 2 horses and ripped apart and shit. God damn, man. My brain went to someone jumping through a wall and making a human-shaped hole, but then I realized that, oh my god, if it could, though. Can we make a wall that does that? They've made fake glass with sugar. Why not? You could do the Kool-Aid man. What does he say? Hey now, what does the Kool-Aid man say? Hi, Seatown, how are you, love? I'm gonna burp. The spiked chair was also very scary. Yep, I saw one that there was like a hole in the bottom of the chair, and I think they'd attach a basket of rats to the hole in the chair. It looked like a toilet chair, but then they'd attach the basket of rats, and, you know, it definitely wasn't a toilet chair. I mean, it could be a toilet chair. Like, I guess theoretically, like, anything can be a toilet chair. Oh my god, is this a destruction room? Hold on. It just froze. Seriously. Did the tabs just crash? You know what? Whatever. It's game time. I have it up. We'll see if it loads. It's just not. Oh, shit. There it is. There it is. Are they hug crying while they do a destruction room? Wait, are they hug? Which one of us is the one in the back who's like, fuck this, I'm still destroying? Just looks over like, pussy. We are all the one in the back. That's what I think is happening here. We are all that person in the back. The 2 people in the front are Rod and Gizmo. A video displaying how a medieval weapon interacts with a body is TOS, right? Probably. If it's like impaling or some shit. Hi, hello. It's okay. This is a place you don't have to say hi or bye. It's great. I'm the one in the back. You got me. I'm the person filming. You'd be the person the camera's shaking. Laughing hysterically as that person in the back loses their mind on something. I paid to break shit. That's what I'm doing. Hard same. If that whole room if that room was still recognizable by the time I got out, I didn't do my job.
What's a lemon? I don't know. I don't get anything wet.
Dude, we will beat that horse until it's dead. And re-dead. And re-dead. I'm gonna make a rap out of it one day. I swear, it's gonna happen. Alright, let me close this shit because it's crashing. Bastards. Alright. Do you have a preference on body paint or do you not care as long as it doesn't turn your piss red? I think there's like, yeah, as long as I don't die and it doesn't stain my skin. I don't know. I haven't bought body paint in so long. The children's body paints are great. I have a brand. I'm trying to think. It's got a weird name. Oh, what are they called? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just get the huge cakes of them. What is the brand? It was the cheap. It was like, I got it at Michael's, but it works perfect. And you can wash it off right away. It's not great for like going out and wearing, but it's perfect for a video. What the fuck? It's like Spoopaloop or something like that. It's some stupid name like that. But that shit works. As long as it's meant for skin and like child safe and shit and I don't die. That's
20 minutes.
Oh, there's that.
Of getting.
There's that autoplay. Oh my god, there's an evil bird. There's an evil bird. Yes, Chronicle. So there's especially with red. So back in the day, we created red with something called carmine, which they got from like crushing snails or something like that. And now that everybody's like vegan and cruelty free, they don't crush snails or bugs or whatever to get carmine. So they had to create chemical red. And the chemical compound that makes red is actually a heavy metal. And it settles into the pores of your skin and stains you. So to find like a makeup palette with red in it, like a red eyeshadow that's legal and doesn't say like don't apply to your eyes, is almost impossible to do. And there's a lot out there that are fucking horrific for your skin. Yeah. It's just the type of red. Yeah, red stains because it's actually the pigment settling into your skin. Autoplay hath returned. I'm just standing outside there with the dog sitting there like, why is my heart rate getting high? What is happening? Why am I suddenly, oh, because I'm going to be scared. That's what's happening. Dude, right? I can't do them without stream. Honestly, I couldn't do these alone. Like, I can't even, I mean, no shit. When I first started really gaming and getting into like buying video games on my own, it was a dude I was dating in college. He was like, hey, have you ever heard of BioShock? I think you'd really like that game. And I was like, nope, never heard of it. Let's go. And we sat in his apartment and played it in the dark. And I would literally have to throw the controller at him and be like, I can't do this part. I would get so cold, sweaty, and just like shaking anxious from BioShock. Like, I don't even know if that's a horror game, but holy shit. Same. Daylight, stream here, people to talk to. Like, it's literally looking at chat helps me check out of it so I don't get too into it. Because I tried to play, what was it? There was some game I could get on my iPad, and I tried to play it when I was traveling. It was like Bendy's Machine or Bendy or something like that. Couldn't do it. Nothing even happened. I couldn't do it. I just was like sweating. It's like a horror adventure. Maybe, yeah. It's the moments, if you've ever played BioShock, the moments where you like walk into like an empty train station or something, and it gets really silent, and all of a sudden you just start hearing screams, and then just hordes just start running at you with things to hit you with. I would just poof, controller across the room. I couldn't do it. Yeah, Bendy and the Ink Machine! Fuck that game. That game is just suspense. Just pure terror suspense. But I'd play it on stream because at least I can check out and like, you know, put on some music and be like, it's not real, guys, right? It's not real. I don't know. I get so into it, which is probably why I really like horror. Like, I like being scared, I guess. Or I'm excited when they can do it. Splicers? Dude, that's so Actually, I went as a splicer for Halloween that very same year. I totally forgot about that. Not well done, mind you. It was probably the first time I ever tried to apply fake blood to my body, but I went as one of the, like, I think I tried to do a spider splicer. I had, like, hooks for hands, and I wore, like, a cute, like, 1920s dress and had blood everywhere. It was cool. It's like literally like, right? Like you tear up some old clothes and look like you're on crack or some horrible drug that has destroyed your body. Yeah. Yep. No shame on people addicted, by the way. This shit is just the worst. As a casual reminder, thank you for pitting this. No fucking spoilers, please. I will directly say, okay, I'm asking for help if I need help and I'm stuck. Just an FYI. All right, I have my pen, I have my notepad. That's all I needed, right? Yeah, bong. We're good. We're good. We're good. I'm nervous, but we're good. We're fine. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. I can't believe what time it is. Dude, what the fuck happened to the day? Yeah, I know, and it won't let me take control of my character. I swear I tried to hide. I did try. There's no hiding. Dude, my heart rate, I'm so sweaty right now. Like, I fucking need a shower. I'm not kidding you. I need to go take a shower. That doll really did it, man. Ugh, the doll really did it. Yeah, it's the scary games, dude. My adrenaline. Like, my asshole is so tight right now. Thank you, Glut. This game is really fun, though. I like it. I have no idea what's happening. It reminds me of Inscription a little bit. If you never played Inscription. Totally different game, but, like, misleading, I guess, in certain areas. Oh, dude, what time? What time is he going live, Glut? By a bit, do you mean literally in, like, 4 minutes or 6 minutes or whatever it is? Because that's easy. This game is great. What a fucking weird game. Wow. I hate it, and I like it. It's very confusing. I'm very confused right now, but I'm very much enjoying this. What a fucked up game, dude. What a great way to enter the season of Spoop, I guess. I wish there were more games like this, too. Just like games that are kind of creepy cute. They're misleading. Because there's a lot of horror games out there where it's just like zombies. Zombies, vampire, run-of-the-mill, whatever, scary shit. Or like when Resident Evil's like, are you scared of hillbillies? And it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, but come on now. Oh my god, a Scary Happy Tree Friends would be amazing. Little Nightmares is amazing. I don't think I've played this second one, though. Excuse me. Is it Little Nightmares? Yeah. I don't think I've played the second one. I don't even think I own it. But the first one was so good. Oh, the first one was so good. Yeah, I'm not afraid of zombies anymore. Zombies don't get me. I don't know. It's just not scary, but man, do they, like, little kids cartoons and giggling? Oh, fuck yeah, that's the shit right there. That's some scary shit, man. Anytime you add especially, like, an angry small child, like a small child that's unnecessarily angry, because, man, yeah, creepy kids, creepy old people. Oh my god, I watched, is it? It was a movie that came out a bit ago, but these kids go to visit their grandparents, and by the end of the trip, their parents realize that that's not their grandparents. What was that called? Like, Grandma's House or something like that? That one was some scary shit. Yeah, that one was so creepy. It had, like, the old woman who was allegedly their grandma would, like, walk around naked in the middle of the night, but she totally looked like a fucking undead ghost or some shit. The Visit. It's a good one if you're looking for a spoopy movie to watch this time of this season, and it's got some nudity in it, but other than that, I think it's kind of relatively gore-free. It's kind of just a mindfuck movie. Dude, did you finish it? It's fuckery, man. That movie's good. I had not very high expectations for it. I think I watched it because I really like the lady who plays their mom. Yeah, it's like some schmexy old lady. Like, if you're into that, like thin tissue paper skin look, like, fuck yeah, that's for you. Sure. Not necessarily my jam, but to each their fucking own. I am not here to judge. The children's show in general was In Control was creepy. Yes, Queen. We were talking about that this morning. What were they called again? Oh god, what were the Control children called? Fuck. That's what this reminds me of. Listen, Lizelle is hot. I'm not here to judge. I mean, theoretically, wouldn't Lizelle have, like, reptile skin or some shit? We will all have thin skin eventually. This is very true. It was really enlightening, actually, when I went and got this tattoo with my sister and my mom. I could have slept, and all my other tattoos have hurt. Like, I'm not one to be like, oh my God, tattoos don't hurt, you puss. Like, tattoos hurt. But I could have slept through this. And when my mom got hers, she was like cringing. And my mom has a huge pain tolerance. I mean, she's had 2 knee replacements done. She has a crazy pain tolerance. And my tattoo artist, actually Ryan, who was hanging in here earlier, he said it's because of her thinner skin. And that's just facts. As you get older, you lose that fat layer under your skin, which makes getting tattoos like this, like where bones are, I guess, way more painful. Yeah, they lay eggs. They should have a cloaca, which means they would have scales. I don't think does anything have, I don't want to, well, maybe a bird. Oh my God, one of my dogs just farted and it's so bad. Oh my God. Who was it? It's Lilith. Holy shit. Are you dying? Oh my God, it's like hot soup death and a rotting body. Yes, get your tattoos now. I mean, my mom, I'm trying to think. I think she was like, oh my God, you stink so bad. I think she was like 63. I have a fan under my desk. The problem is she's under my desk. Like her asshole is under my desk. So she just like hot farted and it's just blowing against the bottom of my desk and recirculating against the ground all up all over me. Oh my God, Lazelle, I don't think would have a belly button. Well, they don't have belly buttons, but no shit, there is a little spot. Like, usually it's like just a little scar on the middle of some reptiles where their umbilical cord that where they absorbed the yolk of the egg happened. So she might have like a scar. Platypus lay eggs, but do they have a cloaca? Do birds have cloacas? They lay eggs. I don't know. I know birds and reptiles are super closely related, but I don't know about the cloaca shit. Her skull nose and her absolute disdain for literally everything I do ever in the game makes me very turned off of her. She hates me. She just fucking hates every decision I make. She's like, oh, we have to talk about it. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time. Get the fuck out of here. No one wants to talk to you about anything right now. I don't know about platypus having dude, I know, I was gonna say, Glut, there's another animal that does the milk sweat. Echidnas? Echidnas, I think is what they're called. Echidnas? Yeah, echidnas are really similar to platypus. And I think they just have glands, like, on their chest that seep milky fluid, and the baby is just like, like, lick it off. Wild. I'm glad for one to have nipples, because that's just too much. Not that I plan on lactating. Kids are gross. Thank you for those that have kids for having them so I don't have to. I think echidnas and platypus are pretty similar. Like, they're, similarly strange egg-laying creatures. What is an echidna? Do they lay an egg or are they a marsupial? Because now they're both super weird, but now I don't know. Aussie animals, they're fascinating though. I mean, I think the reason we all kind of hyper-focus on them is because the evolution that has occurred to survive in Australia is fucking fabulous. I mean, is it y'all or is it fucking New Zealand or yes that have kiwis? I think kiwis, yes, Lilith farted and I'm dying right now. One of those hot ones, man, it's disgusting. I think kiwis lay an egg like once every 7 years that is like 70% of their body. It's like me laying my asshole. New Zealand has kiwis. Yeah, New Zealand has all the kind of funky birds, right? They have like cockapos and etc. Cool. Okay, thank you. I haven't been to either, so please forgive my stupid American brain. They're both very cool though. Both y'all have some astoundingly evolved animals. Like so weird, so cool. Like weird in the coolest way. Monotremes, thank you. Monotremes, that's what they are. Yeah, they do look like a hedgehog with a long nose, but they seep milk. Do hedgehogs have nipples? I've got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? I mean, though. Come on, dude. Tell me that doesn't look like a podling from the Dark Crystal. Like, I'm pretty sure this is where maybe some of the inspiration for podlings came from, because holy shit. Precious. That creature seeps milk. Right, little spiky pillow puddle of death. You're adorable. I just enjoy that Australia lost a war to emus. Emus are, I mean, I would not. Okay, it's better. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever challenge a large flightless bird to literally anything. Fucking cassowary. Is it cassowaries? Somethings? If one of those showed up at my front door right now, I'd be like, you get the house. Cassowary. Yeah. Cassowary. Cassowary. I don't know. Dumb mouth. Yeah, that you get the house. Like, fuck that shit. They will slit your face in half with their feet. Yeah. Apparently the only monotremes are platypus and echidnas. Oh. Oh my god, I wasn't completely 100% off base and thinking they were kind of related. Those are the only monotremes. So if a monotreme is like a warm-blooded animal that lays eggs, right? Cool. They're beautiful, right? Large flightless birds, it's like the ocean, right? I respect it. It's beautiful, gorgeous. You do you, boo-boo. But I'm gonna stay over here. Yeah. The cassowary, yeah, they're legit dinosaurs. It's fascinating. I mean, it's kind of like when people fuck around with an emu, I'm like, this is kind of the equivalent of fucking around with an alligator, right? Like, there's a reason these things have survived forever. Maybe we don't fuck with them. Yeah, male platypus, like their back toenails or something like that's venomous. What an odd animal to exist, right? I mean, in the most beautiful, magical way, but also don't fuck. Don't fuck with wildlife, though, right? We could really make it a lot safer. Intoxicated guy decides it's a good idea to enter an ostrich enclosure. Does he die? I'm just saying, like, if you're walking around in a swamp like an idiot and you step on an alligator, I think that alligator would probably munch on your leg to defend itself necessarily, right? It's just a giant reptile. They're not inherently aggressive, but I don't think it would sit back and let someone roll on it. It would bite but leave. That is terrifying still. Drunk person decides to walk into an ostrich enclosure. I don't know how this is gonna go. Don't. Does he deserve it? Oh my god, Lil. I'm so glad I'm not the only one, because hard same. Does he die? If he survives, I think we're cool, but like. Look how fast that motherfucker got over to him and is already stomping him. There's no death? Okay. Dude. Okay, can we talk about how his friends are laughing and he could literally have his throat slit at any moment? What the fuck? Oh my god, Yeet, that's kind of precious. I'd be laughing, but also getting help at the same time because I'm an adult and I can multitask. Come on now, we gotta be responsible. Oh my god, what? It's a baseball bat to the fucking right. Did you see the shirtless man, like, sprint out there for, like, 2 seconds, like, "I got this, bro!" And then he was like, "Fuck that shit, right here." That That might be the best part of that whole thing. But yeah, do not fuck with big birds. Don't fuck with nature. Seriously. I just don't understand why people insist on. Oh my god, my dog stinks so bad. Okay, let's see if Dan is live because I need to get my dogs outside so she can shit because I am. This is. My dog is going to have diarrhea. I don't know what's happening, but she's dying inside. Today was fun. I really enjoy this game. I'm sorry we're saying goodbye like this, but seriously, Lilith smells like you know exactly what I mean by the quiet hot ones. That's what's happening under my desk right now. Lilith is killing me. I will spiritually cheers with you as soon as I get this dog outside and shit, because holy shit, I'm dying. This is so bad. Let me see. Is Dan live? Hers, I don't know what she got into, but it's so bad. It's like in my mouth. It went away for a minute. All I was gonna say is I really like this game and I want to continue tomorrow. It's Sunday, right? Tomorrow? Yeah, it's Sunday tomorrow. So we'll continue. As usual, first thing in the morning, smoke some pot, drink some coffee, wake up, enjoy. No, it's cool. I can wait for Dan. Nah, I said I'd raid Dan and I'm committed. I'm committed. I love me some domestic Dan. And it's his fuck. You know what? My gift to Dan, because I'm a poor ass bitch on his partnerversary, will not be gifted subs. It will be that I shall sit here and just bathe in the hot, dead skunk that has died inside of my dog's inner rectum. That is my gift to you, Dan. Happy 8 years. Mine is in December. Wild. Wild that we've made it this far, right? Fun fact, the average Twitch channel doesn't last a year. So, like, go us, right? We did it, baby. We're here. We love him. I'll wait. I mean, I can taste it through my sweatshirt. It's so bad, but like, raid message. Yes. Thank you. I got coffee and face. Thank you. I feel like I'm a Burning Man guarding myself from the fucking, from the dust, but it's from my dog's asshole. No. His partnerversary is important to me, and, I can sit in a dog fart. It's not like she's shitting yet. Not yet, but she hasn't woken up. It hasn't grossed her out enough yet. Oh, Genova, I love you so much. I just wrote in our mod chat, go live, CK sitting in an office full of dog farts, extending your stream to raid you. Oh god, it entered. Tell him it's because I love him, though. Everybody likes the stink of their own brand. It's for love, man. He would do the same. He would do the same. So, Domestic Dan is one of my oldest and dearest friends here on Twitch. Just small story time while he's figuring his shit out. No shit. Dan and I started streaming around the same time. We were partnered within, 2 months of each other, 3 months of each other on the interwebs, on Twitches. And we've worked together at TwitchCon multiple times, and it's been a fucking blast. And we did live in the same city for a short amount of time while I was still in school, and then I moved to Baltimore, and everything was, flipped upside down and turned around and all that shit. But I did get to go to his house and get to cook with him one time. And I can't remember what we even cooked, but I brought, like, vegan sausage because I think he, like, dared me not to. Or, like, told me, like, no, that doesn't exist or something like that, and I brought them. And I swear to you, I think he's moved 3 times since then. Or he's lived in 3 places, so he's moved 2 times. I can't remember which way it goes. But he has taken the package of frozen vegan sausages to every house he's ever moved to. And if you ask him about CK's lies, while he's in his kitchen, obviously, like, don't ask him while he's sitting playing a game or something. But if he's cooking and has the freezer open and you ask him about the lies, there's a big old chance he'll dig them out and show you those lies. And they are literally 8 years old. And, like, maybe even older because, it's not real sausage, so God knows when it was actually made. Ooh, I can tell you we'll have new Choco and Lila merch. Oh, fuck yes! Drawn by Domestic Wife, some limited merch, and my favorite Cursed Alert roulette. Oh, shit, yeah. All right, he's live. All right, my dudes. Even if you're like, I need to get up and stretch and take a break, come rate us. If anything, because it's my friend Daniel's fucking 8-year partner. Like, he's been streaming successfully for 8 years. That's that's a 4th grader, man. That is such a long time, and he does a fucking good job, and he has been consistently just an awesome human being for the entirety of that, and I'm assuming much longer. Him and I grew up very similar in Eastern Washington, middle of nowhere towns. And he's just a sweet human being, and I highly suggest you should at least go say hi. Sorry, and toss him a follow. I'm trying to see which makes me more audible, but the farts are so bad right now. All right, hold on. Let me look for him. Domestic Daniel. There he is. Fuck yeah. All right, we have our raid call. You guys know what it is. Currently, his audio is echoing, and it's all because of us. All because I want to share love. I mean, let's be honest, Genova. If anyone's forgiving of shitty stream quality, it's these motherfuckers, probably. Brought to you by Vagisil. All right, I will post cheers you when I get the fuck out of this fart den right now. But be kind to my friend Dan. If I hear things, I have ways of finding you. Be wonderful. I'm going to go walk my dogs and see if one of them has the Hershey squirts, because holy shit, do they smell like that. Cheers. Get some water. Be safe. Clean your pooters. Pee after sex. That's important. And be awesome. I'll see you tomorrow morning for continuation of Amanda the Adventurer. Wherever the fuck that is.